Hello there, my name is Sloan, aka Artplebe, and you're watching Tragedy of Theolosion on TotalPartyKiss. Tragedy is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign set in a homebrew world inspired by Greek mythology. As a content warning, Tragedy of Theolosion frequently features rough language, violence, and sexual content. As such, viewer discretion is advised. Now let's meet our champions. Kazimir is a Minotaur Barbarian and is played by Andre Rivera. Andre is a freelance illustrator, character designer, and TTRPG performer. You can find him on Twitch and Twitter at Andre Rivera Art. Ragna is a Leonin fighter and is played by Christian McKinsey. Christian is a TTRPG content creator, a Twitch streamer, and a social worker. You can find him on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and other places on the internet at @afluffygoomba. Melaena is a variant human rogue cleric and is played by Depth Bonnie. Depth is a TTRPG player and GM, and also edits a lot of our highlight videos for TotalPartyKiss. You can find them on Twitter and TikTok at ChaoticBonnie. Bastian is a variant human wizard and is played by Sloan Smith. Sloan is a stream producer, graphic designer, and TTRPG performer. You can find them on Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok at Artplebe. Finally, your dungeon master and guide through Gaian will be Serenity P. Serenity is a TTRPG lover, content creator, and voice actor. You can find her on TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram as Clickety-Clack-Snack, and on Twitter under ClickClackSnack. Once again, our content warning, Tragedy of Theolosion often contains rough language, violence, and sexual content, so viewer discretion is advised. Thank you so much for watching, and now, on with the show.
What?
Character sheet.
Hi, everyone! Welcome back to Tragedy of Theolosion. We have been gone for far too long.
I did that.
But we're back. We're here. Hi, everyone. So, I want to thank everyone for being super patient with us, and I hope today is just as fun, unhinged, and crazy as you all expected. So welcome back. Do we want to do a slight recap since we've been gone a month?
Oh,
Yeah.
who's gonna do the recap?
Who's
Serenity?
I probably can.
Last time on Tragedy of Theolosion.
Last time on Tragedy of Theolosion.
The gang arrived to Siathan, and almost immediately Melaena and Kaj got arrested.
It did happen.
Kaj made a deal with Janelle's dad to fight in the tournament for him. Janelle's dad told Kazimir that Janelle was in Iowan.
Hello? Wait,
Where's
what?
the country? Where's the country that they took? That they supposedly.
Janelle is somewhere.
To?
Janelle is not in
Loe.
Siathan.
Loe.
I was close.
Okay.
Klebe.
But Janelle's dad thinks that Janelle is in Loe. Plot twist, she's not. Apollo told Kazimir not long after that Janelle is indeed in the city. Where they decide to, then once they get out, because Kazimir accepted the deal, they decide to sign up for some tournaments. They've currently done the group tournament where they had to fight a troll thing and kicked its ass, and then they did doubles where they had to do a little puzzle thing that we surprisingly kicked ass at, and still have singles signups to do. But at the moment tonight, the party has decided to do some investigative work, and they're splitting the party because it can never go wrong.
Never.
And
Nope.
with more information,
Never.
Ragna and Bastian are dressing up in drag to go to a cop party, and Kazimir and Melaena are grabbing the herbs and the water for this little street urchin that they met that could prophesize things and called Bastian a Nephilim, which they found out was part Titan. Bastian has Titan blood. And Kazimir and Melaena are also gonna see what the fuck is up with the nighttime cult that Bastian saw one time when they decided to dimension door 500 feet into the air.
Yeah.
Literally by happenstance, just
It's
found
so
out
funny.
huge
I
lore.
wanted to use my spell. It was new.
I'm not knocking you. It was a great little happy accident.
It was
Needed to
really
take
good.
the car for a drive while it still had that smell.
Yeah.
Car smell. Also for the record, fucking once again, I have been duped as to what we're doing during the day, so I didn't pack for fucking social encounters. So we're gonna have to do this the good old-fashioned way with
our
raw
words.
charisma.
Yeah.
Raw sexual appeal.
Why are you even concerned?
I'm just saying I could have, but I could have more. And I think with Bastian, that's the main conceit. So,
That is the
but anyway,
It could have been great.
we need to find some stuff out about Janelle, and we also want to find some stuff out about these culty boys, and we also want to go up to that prophesier and give her gold so she may give us wares. Wares
Like
being
Khajiit.
more prophecy.
Like a Khajiit. Okay. Sweet.
Like a Khajiit. The
Sneaking
weird
through
lady
the
on the street
night.
is there.
Weird lady on the street. She knows many things and won't tell us until we pay her a specific.
I have knowledge if you have coin. So,
Water and spice.
so which group would like to start first?
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm good. Let's go.
we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the. We're gonna go to the bar. Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki
Here we
Minaj.
go.
I love these
Unhinged.
people so much. Have I ever told you guys how much I love my cast? They're
Did you
so
say
perfect.
something and we immediately paired it back to you?
Yes, I love my neurodivergent people.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's do
We're
it.
going out.
with both the level of natural perception and also just, I imagine Bastian used to just bar hop all the time. You can find nightlife very easily. I'm not going to make you roll to find locations. So you guys end up finding 4 night spots that are in the middle of like kind of
Ooh.
downtown, where they're in a proximity to where you think Janelle's dad could be, or people that work with him would go to.
All right.
So we have, and I will give you names
Thank you.
of each of them, and then you let me know where you want to go first, or if it's the only one. So we have Dionysus's Vineyard.
Classic.
Classic. The Armored Almirage.
Hmm.
And then you also have the Squeaky Grung.
What?
The Squeaky Grung.
Wrong.
Sounds like a sex thing.
Well, it's a frog. Indeed.
That's a frog.
A lineage in D&D.
And then you
My
also have...
my point still stands.
Correct. Correct. You also have the Pit of Ares.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Pit of Ares definitely sounds like a place where fighters would go.
Hmm.
And I feel like you might get a couple of I feel like you could get cops there. Squeaky Grung definitely sounds like...
I was thinking like armored almirage. I was like, that seems kind of.
we have to get a feel for it though, because armored almirage could be like we're armored big tough guys, but it could also be like a very fancy place. I feel like it's I'm split 50-50 between Dionysus and the almirage being like the fancy one. So why don't we go? We can hop around and see what the vibe is and just take a look inside, because I feel like you can tell that someone's a guard, you know? They kind of just, they feel like it.
I'll have to take your word for it. Usually guards didn't really hide up in Feltios, so you knew they were a third.
I think that we can figure it out.
Are we looking for a secret police? Is that or are
No,
we just
I don't think so. I don't think we need to go to this. Well, they would know more, but they would also be less likely to tell us things. So, because even when they're drunk, they kind of keep their wits about them. I feel like usually.
I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. You are definitely the more experienced in this environment than I am.
Did I roll my fucking... Where are they? I still have one left. I have a 15 left.
Okay.
Saving it. Okay. Okay. All right.
Again, I'm completely, and he just looks down at himself. I am more out of my element than I've ever been, and considering.
Well, you look fabulous. So just.
Well, you say that because you're the one who did it to me.
I mean, it is a result of me doing it to you that you look fabulous, but you look fabulous nonetheless.
I don't know how I'm going to carry this thing. And he's like, just like picks up his sword.
No. You should leave that, I think.
It's terrifying to think about.
Can you put it under the bed? Will it fit?
Yeah, it should fit under the bed. And he just like tries to slide it under the bed itself. It should.
Just the tip hangs out
Just the tip
from
of it. Just, like, out.
from below the bed.
Okay. I don't know if hopefully we won't get into any fights.
Do you have any like daggers? Because I'm bringing weapons. I'm just not. It's just not a big.
He's like goes in his pack, and he goes in his pack, and he picks up. I for some reason, I don't know. I guess it came with the fighter's repertoire. I do have a pair of hand axes.
Oh, those are perfect. You can.
At the mention of daggers, Melaena just brings out like just
like
two in the one hand, like
just opens his jacket, just like.
You want a dagger?
A dagger. And he should.
How many daggers do you have? Literally.
I only have 4.
Okay.
But we play it as if she has a million.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which I love.
but I feel like 4 is still a lot. It's
a
more
lot.
than the average.
More than you have hands.
That
More
you
than I
know
have
of.
hands.
What?
Well, correct.
Technically, just I think hand axes should probably be fine.
Okay, and he's like tries to. What was he wearing? Like a dress? Was he wearing like a dress?
I think I put you in tight like leather pants with a poet's blouse.
Oh yes, yes.
That is correct.
your
I remember that.
Originally, I think it was your tail was kind of pushed back and then came around the top of the pants to come back out. You can cut a hole if you would wish.
Yeah. We gotta make it comfortable, and it needs to look good. If it's not comfortable, it won't look good because you gotta be comfortable in it for it to look good. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, and he just cuts holes and just just puts them in the new pockets, just having them out.
Yeah, and
It's grunge. I like it.
Nice.
I will do a little bit of the drag and wear a nice little. I'll find a nice dress with slits up the legs, all the way up the leg, and let's get fucking going. Let's start with the armored place because I want to see if that's a wealthy thing. My list of likelihood is armored, Grun, Pit, and then Dionysus. With my luck, it would be the exact opposite, but we'll find out.
Sure. You can lead the way.
Wonderful. So, we're going to start with the Armored Almirage. As you walk up, there is a sign hanging that has the picture of what looks like a rabbit on profile with a unicorn-type horn, wearing a helmet that allows the horn to poke through. Very cute. As you walk through the doors, you're hearing music. The music doesn't seem overly loud or overly joyous. It seems more like not mood setting, but not people that are trying to party too hard. It seems pretty normal in here, look-wise. Wooden tables and chairs, and the thing that catches you guys maybe a little off guard, maybe not, is the amount of heavily armored guards are at this location. And they're all drinking. It seems that most of these people seem to be off duty, just getting off duty, drinking, eating.
Oh my god.
It's like you got the thing wrong.
Okay, hold on. They're just getting off duty, which means that they still have their wits about them. so we have to be cool. And I mean, if anything, I do sort of wonder. I might like to go talk to one of the, not the owner, but maybe one of the lower workers, maybe the kitchen staff. Does it look like they have a kitchen in here?
Yeah, it does. You see there's food coming out.
Can we kind of scope and see if there is a back alley that the kitchen lets out into?
Yeah, like how are you guys going to try to find that?
Just looking around, literally just walking around the building.
Oh, the building, okay. Well, I didn't know if you were trying to go inside the building and go, hi, excuse me, go
No,
into
no,
the
no.
kitchen. Look.
Hi, excuse me, kitchen.
I appreciate the clarification, given what happened the last time we didn't ask questions. Very worthwhile.
Yeah,
We
I appreciate you all so much.
succeeded.
Yeah, walking around, it seems that there is like a small alley where there are a couple of like containers, like barrels and crates that seem to be for extra garbage, food scraps, things that they're just tossing. And you do see that there is a door that you see some light poking through at the bottom.
Amazing. Can we... I'm going to gesture to Ragna and kind of lead him down this alleyway and I'll hop up on one of the crates and kind of gesture for him to like sit beside, or you can lean on the wall if you want.
Sure, just like...
We're just going to see if we can catch any fish out here with a little bit of bait. And we're going to stay there for just a hot second, and let me see. I should have something. Choo. I have drugs.
Well, that is something.
Add that to the list of quotes for your series.
Was the gift of Minthy the fantasy weed?
I'm double checking.
I feel like I got some fantasy weed at some point.
I feel like you got some fantasy multiple times at this point.
No, that is not fantasy weed.
Okay.
But you did get some. That is Hound's Kelp.
Hound's kelp. Okay. Can I? This is this is how we're gonna catch a fish. I would love to roll up just a little, maybe like a little doobie, just a little
doobie.
And
just
Hey, Andre, Christian, remember how I said I'm prepared for every situation?
I knew you were. Yeah, I knew there'd be something within like the first like 2 scenes.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even last 30 minutes.
Doobie. Smoking.
Bastian
Fantasy movie.
lights up a doobie, and he does have firebolt today, so he's just gonna do a little tiny like lighter off his thumb, take a hit, offer it to Ragna while he's holding in the smoke.
And Ragna just because it's already too much, and it's just because of that sensitive nose, he's just like.
And then Bastian will kind of hop off of the crate and go to the kitchen door and just barely peek his head like towards the crack and just blow some of the smoke inside so people can smell it.
I didn't think enticing the kitchen staff with the doobie was
Tell
going to
me
be on my
it
list of
wouldn't work.
things. I'm not
me in
saying
the
it's not. We're rolling.
I never smoked a day in my life before I worked in customer service, and I started and was like, I want a cigarette.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's specifically in food service.
So there's like a moment where you hear like it's just normal, but then you hear steps coming closer to the door, and you hear kind of this ka-chunk of someone like pulling the makeshift like lock on this and opening the door.
Like we're having a conversation.
You see this orc pop his head out, and he looks at both of you. Goes,
Oh shit.
"Can I help you?"
Oh, we're just hanging out back here, taking a break. My feet got a little sore. Heels.
Understandable. That's why I don't wear them.
It's cool if we hang out back here?
That's fine. I just kind of looks around. This normally doesn't happen back here. You do realize the guards are all the way in there, right?
I mean, I was hoping they'd be busy.
Normally they are, and I assume there are a few that would take you up on this, but there are just some that are still sticklers, so be careful.
Oh. You want some?
He just kind of looks back into the kitchen. I'm going on my break. And you just hear, yeah, okay. He comes down, closes the door behind him, and you hear the kitchen go ka-chunk, and the lock goes back into place once he closes the door all the way.
A heavy lock.
Yeah?
We're new in town. I'm Chastity.
Astro.
Wait, I'm sorry, what is Ragna saying?
Astro.
Astro. Okay.
I got them callbacks. It's all good.
This hurts. These callbacks hurt.
They do.
He just puts out his hand and goes, "Good to meet you. I'm Rourke."
Nice to meet you.
And you see him take a sharp inhale and holds it in and goes, "So what are you doing back here?"
Well, we're new in town, and we're doing the tourist thing, I guess. We're mainly bar hopping. This is our next stop, and we kind of wanted to see where it is. It's a little early in the night still, but I'll have
Starts coughing.
And we'll fully just like pass back and forth.
Yeah. This man's got huge lungs.
Yeah.
He's trying to be gracious, but
No. I have plenty. You can have as much as you want.
This is drugs from a god, so like this has gotta be some good shit.
Got drugs.
yeah, no, this is part of the hand scalp that Aphrodite left. Yeah, this is good shit.
Oh my god.
Highest quality shit you could be giving this man. This
This is
going to
premium, the sticky icky kelp.
this man is going to space and he doesn't realize it yet.
This is gonna be. I kind of forgot where you got it, but now, oh boy, that's fun.
Is this a good place to stay for? Is this like a late night bar or an early night bar? How's
You're gonna want to come back later if you want fun.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right now, when it starts out early, the guards are pains in my ass.
Oh. Did they leave?
Oh no, they just get drunk.
Oh.
And much better. So I would probably give yourself looks up at the stars and the moon to kind of tell like what time it is. Goes, give it about 2 hours, hour and a half, and it will be a much different situation.
Damn, do all the guards come here?
Most of them do. It depends on their taste. Huh?
Does that suck?
No. I mean, they're fine once they're drunk. Just before that, they think they're all hoity-toity. There's a few that are a pain in my ass still, but far better than before.
Did you see what happened at the library a couple of days ago?
No, but I heard about it from
We were
the entire
literally
bar.
we were literally in the square when it happened. I don't know. There was some guy who got it was just it was a whole mess.
I think it was Cutthroat Kazimir. They had been looking for him, and then he shows up, and Someone says a friend turned him in, like someone said his name, like a friend turned him. I don't know.
Oof. Unfortunate.
It's fuck friends like that. Not a friend of mine.
It did seem like people were very excited about it, though. A lot of action, apparently.
I could care less. Kind of whatever. At this point, his eyes are definitely glazed and like a little red, and he's like, "Did you guys? You hungry?"
Sure.
I could eat, yeah.
Hang on. And you just see him turn, and he bangs on the door. He goes, "Let me back in, you assholes!" And they open the door, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing back? Don't worry about it. I'm getting my food. Get out of my way." And he just like goes past them. You see him come back with a small kind of like a dinner basket, like, you know, where they keep like rolls with the most like seasoned breads. And he comes out with like a small basket of them, and then comes out the door locks behind him again, and he goes, "I make them. They're good."
Oh, fuck yeah. Those look delicious.
Hey, this look great, yeah.
I am absolutely going for that shit.
Yeah, you both are free to have some. They're pre-buttered already, it seems. Like they are already like just like soft, gooey. Like
Stop! I'm hungry!
Not the cheddar biscuits!
this man is a genius in the kitchen if he made these. That kind of shit.
Oh my, these are so fucking good.
Yeah, I know.
This is fantastic.
No. And we eat together. We break bread together and get high.
Yeah, we do.
Ragna gets a contact high, which is like.
I think he just like an anxious high. He's like, "Man, am I high?"
Is this
Am I high? Oh god, I can't be high.
Is this your impression of Ragna?
God's little soldier.
No, I was like him going like the rubbing. Like whenever I get like I'm not sure and I get anxious, I just like rub right here on my head. I'm like, "Oh my god." So it was like an instinctual thing. Am I high?
Ragna doesn't know what that feels like, so he's not sure. But I think Ragna's just gonna go like any of those cops talking about the cutthroat Kazimir, like celebrating that they arrested him or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a few of them got the bonus from what it seems like, because whenever they get a big save like that, if you're like one of the people who helps bring them in, they'll give a bonus, which is good for us because then we have more business.
Yes.
You can also, I mean, probably the ones that you heard really bad things about, they're probably down at the pit.
The pit.
Oh.
The pit of Ares.
I was really excited to go there. It sounds like that's the place where people fight. Am I wrong in thinking that? I mean, it does have the name pit in it, so.
Oh, no. If you look at someone incorrectly, they could try to fight you. It's not a bad place if you have some anger you need to let out. I go there once a week, but it's
Do you
fine.
win anything if you?
Well, if you're lucky, you don't get kicked out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was like.
Oh no, it's just bar fights. Like just
Got
people. A lot of the lower community is there, and a lot of the times people drink their sorrows away, or just to be a dick, so they go there because they know they can get away with it. I will throw someone out if they try to fight here.
Oh. Sounds
then
like
you
Kazimir should have tried that instead of the library.
Well, from what I hear, he's going to be fighting. I mean, he was let out, and his name's already all over the rosters. Posters. Have you not seen the posters?
Oh, I guess I've been looking at the architecture. It's really wonderful.
If buildings are your thing, cool.
Yeah.
And they're still.
I don't know if you could tell, but I'm less a fighter and more of a reader.
I mean, I was looking at your legs, and it seems like you work out some way. But
I do a lot of walking.
Good.
In sand.
In heels?
Not always in heels.
Stronger than me. And also, the sand, not my job. Not for me.
gets in a lot of places. It's very uncomfortable.
What do you do in the sand? Scratch that. That's an inappropriate thing to ask. But you can see it seems you can see there's a bit of like, oh fuck, I should not have said that, and it like looks away, like just crams like a roll in his mouth. So yeah, there's the pit, and if you want the big hoity-toity ones, you'd probably want to go to Dionysus Vineyard.
Hoity-toity.
Yeah, they only drink wine. He physically makes like a sound when he mentions just wine.
Just wine.
Not a wine person.
I don't mind wine once in a while, but if you only drink wine, then I mean,
Permanently purple teeth.
yeah. And also, I think it just, I don't know, does something to your blood. Makes you feel like you're better than everyone else. So it's good to have a nice hard ale once in a while.
Huh. Interesting.
I think at that, like, Ragna's like, is that true? If it doesn't,
He has contact how he's learning about alcohol.
it's like, cause if that's true, then like I get a lot of Bastian's behavior.
You've been medically diagnosed with drinking too much wine.
Yeah, that is a diagnosis I give him.
Beer and get out.
Have some fucking ale. Take a shot.
Have some mead, at least.
Just the bigger the better.
Well, these have been delicious. Do you want any more?
Oh, no. I need to go back to work, but he just kind of like, there's like a little like cloth that wraps it. He just kind of takes it out with the rest of them and ties a knot and hands it to you. Take them.
Thank you. I think that we'll probably be back later. We are looking to finish off with a bit of a party, so.
Well, I will make sure that I'm here, and if anyone tries to give you any problems, I will be in the back.
Thanks. I will come crawling through the kitchen door and probably hide behind a pot.
Well, I mean, if you stop wearing those heels so much, then maybe your feet won't hurt so bad that you'll have to crawl.
That's fair, but they do make my calves look very good, so.
I need to get going. And he bangs on the door again.
Get me out of here.
Get me out.
Yeah, he's like this. He's huge. This man, like this, the basket has been like in like the palm of his hand. Large, big man, big gut, just super friendly. The one tusk is kind of cracked.
Oh, he's a big guy.
He's a big boy. And you see him like knock at this door, and you see the door just like knock almost like off its hinges with him knocking on it. And then they like someone opens the door. He's like, "Why didn't you open it earlier?" And then you just hear it slam behind him. And he is back in the kitchen. I think you guys have rules.
Like Ragna, like just this a bunch of times, just get the air clean, because he's been holding his breath for a lot of the conversation, so because he's got that good constitution to do so. And he goes, "Do you think he's going to be okay?"
Oh, he'll be fine. He's a big guy. I think he'll be okay.
He's a big guy, but that was a gift from Aphrodite, right?
It was like cut with other things. It's not fully just straight to the face.
Roll me a Constitution, Bastian.
There it is.
Fair enough.
There it is.
I might need this hour to recover.
You need 15 to use it.
Oh, but I rolled very well.
Nice.
Am I just doing a check or a save?
Save.
Save. Why do I have good constitution?
Because you drink a lot.
Oh, that's it.
Because you're a druggie.
22. Actually, I rolled a 19.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Yeah. So this is probably some of the best stuff you've had. You've had really good connections before. So this being like top tier, you feel energetic. You feel ready to go. You feel focused. I want you to go ahead and add a D4 for the next hour to your wisdom.
Damn!
To all your wisdom rolls.
Dab on him.
I'm high on that god weed, everybody. Fuck yeah.
On that god kush.
God.
But you are pretty much out of it at this point. Like that was the like a primary amount of it because she didn't give you that much.
Fair enough.
Gotta get your refill.
I really want to come back here, but I do think I need to go somewhere else just to sit for like a little bit. I don't want to hang out in the alley because I don't want to make them uncomfortable.
It sounds like
He said give them about 2 hours
2 hours,
before it gets fun in there. So you are free to go to any other bar or to just go hang out.
Are there any
do
places with like couches around here?
it sounds like Dionysus' vineyard would be the best next step.
Yeah, that is one that you've heard is pretty fancy, and you could assume that their furniture would be pretty comfortable.
That's a really good point, actually. I bet. What's Janelle's dad's name?
Hannes.
Do we know Janelle's dad's name out of character?
I would have told you. Yeah.
You also would have like heard like if you just listen to pretty much anyone talk at all. Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
Like Hannes cut through Kazimir or some shit like that. It was
Right.
You actually heard his last name more than you heard his first name.
Ooh, what's his first name?
Protheos.
Protheos.
Protheos. You hear him referred to as Polmark Protheos.
Fucking Polmark. Polmark Protheos. Well, I bet the Polmark might dabble with some wealthy people every once in a while.
I mean,
So we go there, and it would probably just be a great place to see the upper echelons, I guess.
yeah, sure.
Slow drink some glasses of wine.
And again, that seems more like your
Come down.
crowd. Definitely more your crowd this time around. Yeah.
Yes, certainly. Though I'm high enough at this point that I think that maybe I just need a second.
Good. You okay?
I'm good. I'm so good.
And,
Let's go
go.
drink some wine.
What?
So you guys head in that general direction. The entire building, this building that you went to for the Armored Almirage is pretty. It was like pretty contained, pretty square. It was an okay building. This one that you come up to, you see that there's an entire garden section around it.
Hi, Andre. Can you do me a favor and go into Soundtail and change it to
Yeah, I gotcha. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's get you some bar
Mystic
shit.
Noble.
Let's get the Bastian soundtrack.
Because Noble is very.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, immediately.
The little bassoon. Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Thank you.
It was good. You walk up and you see this entire garden that is surrounding this building, archways everywhere, a gazebo, and you can come up to the building, and it seems like it's actually pretty open seating. Like, you don't have to be like checked or anything. Like, there's no bouncer outside. You just kind of go and sit, and someone will come up to you. There's like lawn outside furniture that is moderately comfortable, but going inside you do see far more plush purple and red couches, chairs.
Ooh. I'm feeling it. Hell yeah. Where does it seem like the most people are?
Inside.
Does Bastian just change his aura change as we approach this place? Does he just feel it?
I think probably as he as they walk in, I think that his wrists do get a little limper, and he kind of has more of a foppish. He's
Just I don't know if any of y'all seen the new Prehistoric Planet with the dinosaur. That's just. That's all I imagine. That's all.
He puts a little sway in the hips, and his shoulders are back, and you definitely he looked like this when you first met him, probably. But it's gotten more regulated as time has gone on, because He's just like fucking walking everywhere, and he doesn't. He needs to be like, what's the word? Not like fashionable, but the other word. Like, it starts with a C.
Contain?
Cunty.
What?
No.
Serenity, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It needs to be more suited to everyday living and things.
Commonplace.
Kosher?
No, that's a
That's a K.
Oh.
I don't know. A commonplace is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, commonplace, but it's like it works for things. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm on this and I can't get off.
I don't know. I'm
It
sorry,
works for
bud.
things. It's like it's very
Control, commanding.
it's
conservative.
not conservative.
Hold on.
It makes sense.
Concise.
No, it's like everyday clothing that you would wear to work.
Casual.
Contemporary or casual?
Casual?
No,
Damn it!
What the fuck?
What the fuck is this word?
this is driving me insane. It needs to be like if you're gonna work with a piece of if you're gonna work in a piece of clothing, in an article of clothing, it needs to be
Comfortable?
no,
Complimentary?
no. It needs-
What are you thinking of?
Are you talking about a piece of clothing that can be like used for multiple occasions?
It's like it's very.
Okay. Do you are you? Is the word you're looking for a synonym with like versatile?
Kind of.
Okay.
all our apps. Everyone is hands down. in their
Convertible?
phone.
No.
Hold
I'm so
the
sorry.
fuck
Everyone
on.
is looking at their thesauruses.
Me.
I'm not a dictionary.
Conversant?
No.
Flexible?
No.
That's on a C.
I don't know.
Sometimes you spell it with a C. What?
No, sometimes you mean something else. You think it starts with a letter, but it isn't. Cooperative?
Rooted, unstyled, out. No.
Voila.
Why can't I think of this word?
You're gonna think of it like hours later. It's
Welcome to Tragedy Theolosion, where we all just
Welcome-
need an encyclopedia.
Welcome to
a
Tragedy of
dictionary,
Thesaurus.
a thesaurus.
Compression gear. No. Not conform.
Consummate?
No.
Culture?
Okay, it's like it's functional.
Functional.
Very functional. Practical. What is the fucking word?
If this word doesn't start with a C, I'm gonna be fucking livid.
I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna be so fucking mad if it doesn't start with a C.
Sort of the C?
That's what they
Reasonable,
said.
sane, sensible.
No,
so
not
maybe
correct.
sensible, astute, intelligent.
That's not-
I'm upset. Christian's getting upset.
I'm listing words, trying to hoping that it'll fucking spark it in my brain.
I'm so
It's
glad
not-
that we have the fancy music behind this while we're
I'm
all stupid
sorry.
and trying to find words.
It's not compliant. Fuck. Okay.
Concise?
Everybody in
Already
chat,
said that word.
join us along. Everybody in chat, this is it.
Fashionable. It's.
Concise, compliant.
I'm more of a.
Instructive.
No. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna skip C words.
Yeah. Words
pick
that
up-
start with C.
Yeah, I'm starting from the beginning. Cab.
Are we
my
really
God.
doing this? Are we really doing
Cad. Oh, is it sis? Do you have to dress sis?
No.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Hold on. Let me go ask my parents.
Anyway, do you want to move back to Melaena and College?
And you want to move the Melaena
I
and
don't know
College?
if I can, because in the middle of it, someone's gonna come in and be like conceptual or something.
All right.
Conceptual,
The word
you
is like
fucking
versatile, like practical. It starts with a C.
I liked confused.
I like
Correct.
confused.
It's
That was
like
very good.
practical.
I like Cosmopolitan. That's a good one.
I like Cosmopolitan. I don't know
It's
if
a
that's
fun
it,
word.
because if it is,
It's not.
that would not be it.
That would not be good.
Yeah, that was. If it is, points to all the messages.
It wasn't conservative. Conservative has already been mentioned,
Conservative
like
has
at
already
the
been mentioned.
beginning.
I'm getting a little C word about this situation. Do I know the word? No, but it starts with a C.
Starts with a C though.
Is it creased?
A little bit. Like a fucking thesaurus, which we should have.
Look, we're gonna go in with a smile. What is it? Bitch, you gotta tell us.
What's the word?
What the hell is it?
They didn't know.
You gave her the biggest smile on your face. I was like, oh, they found it.
No.
Alright, well,
I will. Okay, we have to get past this. I'll remember
Yes.
if it's important.
sure.
I feel like you're gonna yell it once you know it, and I'm very excited for
I
that.
can't wait
It's
for
gonna
the.
come in about 30 minutes.
I can't wait for the edit of this.
I'm gonna start a timer.
Oh, thank you. It's gonna be like that like Game Grumps thing where it's like, who the fuck invented Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry that we've gone on this, but anyway. Is there anyone who looks like they're having a secret conversation? There's no other way for me to put this. I want to look
Everyone.
around and see. Oh, fuck.
Everyone, damn.
Everyone here seems to be rich, pretentious, or like just very closed off. You do see a lot of the head priests
Interesting.
that
Are they speaking to
you
each other?
not like the head priest, like the head priest of the lower temples, like in town. They don't seem to be talking to each other. They seem to be talking like with their people, like the people that they know and work with, or to like people that don't seem to be affiliated directly with another god.
Well, if they're speaking Dwarvish, Giant, or Leonin, or Common, I can read their lips. So, are there any important conversations happening?
Oh, ho, ho.
Like,
Ooh.
Most of it's in common, and a lot of it is gossip about like things you don't really know.
Mhm.
Like you'll see names and be like, "Did you hear that this person did this?" And Bastian would be all up for it. This is not Ragna's thing.
well, I think I'm gonna be marrying with like I'm gonna be doing like this with my hand to like
I
give
can-
Bastion ammo.
Bastion was gonna cast Detect Thoughts and just do a quick skim of the room.
Ooh.
Because if I cast that, then I get it for a minute, and I can read the surface thoughts of a creature without them noticing. They just need to be within 30 feet.
Got it. Wonderful.
I'm doing external. You're doing internal. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good. No one has to make any saves, or
No,
If you
it's
wanna go
just
deeper.
surface
got it.
level thoughts.
yeah. With the combination of reading lips and also you looking into people's head, there seems to be a group of people in a like not a back corner, but like in one of the like corner booth spots that seem to be discussing things about the guard. Like it seems like they're talking about work, and you are reading in their heads that they did like get a bonus for turning in Kazimir. So these seem to be people directly affiliated.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go and sit over there,
Agreed.
and we'll point in that direction. And let's go have a little sit down.
Awesome. So,
Can there
are
be
you
a
guys-
chaise lounge so I can just like...
Yeah, of course.
Incredible.
Now they are going to come by, and you see someone who's very well dressed come up and ask you if you would like a drink.
Okay. It's like, how much gold do I have to drop on this? None is the answer.
Ragna's buying.
So Ragna's buying. And oh shit. Could we see your wine list, please?
And you see that they pull out a scroll, and then they present it, and just similar to how the magic shop had like a little like list that popped up with some illusion magic, you see the same thing pop up with the list of wines. and it's in this beautiful like blue color, like very easy to read, very like engaging.
Amazing.
Can I look
How
at,
much
like-
are these running?
Yeah, that's also good.
What is the bottle glass charge?
It depends on what you're wanting.
I wasn't saying that out loud, Serenity.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking.
No.
There
To
are some
me,
that you see.
my voice and Bastian's voice are very different, but I recognize that no one else can tell the difference. But Bastian would not ask, how much are these? Ever.
Instant sign to get the fuck out. You're in the wrong place.
So there's a good amount at the bottom, which you see do not have a price on them. You know those are overly expensive.
Yeah.
Off limits.
Those are off limits right now. However, you do see that there are a couple where the glass price starts anywhere from 5 gold to goes up to the highest one you see is about 25 for glass. Bottle price is anywhere between 50 gold, and it gets up into the hundreds, and you see some in the thousands.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna. Let's find.
What wine is the table that we're investigating drinking?
Bastian would have to make that check because you don't know the wines very well. Bastian might be able to figure this out.
I don't know how. He didn't think to look. I don't think.
Are we like next to them or like?
You're close to them.
I guess I could take a real chill look over.
You can insight it and use your bonus.
Hey, there it is.
I feel like you're humoring me.
No.
After the word debacle, take it. Fucking take it.
All right, I will.
No.
Oh my god.
What do we do? What do we do?
Jesus Christ. That is a 6 total.
With a D4?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Christ.
You have no add-ons to it.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Well, it's wine.
That is a bottle. Okay.
It's purple.
Do I see him panicking as he like tries to look over?
I don't know if it's a panic. I think what happens is that kind of like high thing happens where you start to focus to try to see what it is, and then you start to think about other things, and then you're like, damn, that bread was good, and you start thinking back and you're like, these shoes do hurt. He was right. And then like the backtrack of like everything. So it's not that you don't know. If you were able to focus more, probably.
Bastian doesn't know what wine they're having, but he knows wine. So he's going to order a wine, since 5 per glass is the starter, and it gets up to like 25. He's gonna split the difference and hope to God that Ragna can cover this. And is going to order one that is giving Ragna an up and down, one that is like a sweet red. That is like 10 to 12 gold a glass.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got that. No problem.
Yes, we'll take 2 glasses of this one.
They look and go, very good choice. We will be back. And then it shuts and they turn away. They come back shortly after with 2 glasses of this wine. For Bastian, this is pretty okay. Like, it's not the best stuff you've ever had, but it's pretty good. Ragna, you don't really drink, do you?
No. This is my first time having wine, so.
You smell rotten grapes that are really sweet.
Oh, come on.
He doesn't know what the like.
I don't know the procedures.
He doesn't know like everything. It's just when you smell wine for the first time, you're like, grapes.
That's the grapes.
Bastian will lead by like picking up the glass and like sniffing it and like smelling it, and then doing a
airing it out, doing the whole thing.
A very delicate sip, tasting the flavor, and then kind of just like relaxing there, trying to communicate to Ragna how to do this.
It's not clean. It's not the cleanest copy. I'm gonna say that right now. It's not the cleanest copy. It's a little sloppy.
Sorry.
And like he doesn't take a small sip. It's like a nice like moderate like gulp. Oh no.
The sip size is the most important part.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, from someone who is not very knowledgeable with wine, it's not great.
Not great.
No, why?
Considering I took a big gulp of wine instead of a sip, like you're supposed to, that's a lot.
Yeah,
of
so it's even worse.
If it's airy or dry, that shit's like.
I don't. No.
No, yeah, physically just a.
No, it's not dry. It's a sweet wine, so it's like it is less like few tannins, kind of fruity a little bit.
Okay.
It definitely has the wine flavor, but it doesn't leave your mouth totally dry. But if you still think,
I think no, then I'll change it. It's not lip smacking. It's like it's a like trying to air your tongue out kind of thing. So it's like. It's like very minimal, like yeah.
Like you can tell when a kid does not like the food they're eating, but they're trying to be nice about it.
my God.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like the little like like when dogs smile because something's like gross.
Yes.
Like a cat doing it, like the Leonin. Just a little.
Yeah. Don't worry about hairballs. Hairballs are a myth for Leonin.
No one brought up hairballs. You brought that up. Do we need to talk?
Maybe later. But for right now, it's just like he's trying to keep it to a minimum. And no, he does not do that, Sloan.
No, that's not what I was.
Okay.
It was anyway.
He takes the path like everybody else.
And we're gonna vibe here and maybe try to find out some information. I don't know if you want to cut back and forth between folks, but
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm going to let you guys begin over there while we go over to the other two. So you guys can take a look.
You can do word search there.
Andre, would you mind changing
I
it?
put so many words into the meat chat.
none of these.
So many.
It's none of these.
None of them. I'm gonna put in the website that I was using because there's so many more here.
Is it Word Hippo?
No.
Word Hippo's the one I use.
You two do your thing. I'm going on a word search.
Okay. Also, Serenity. We remembered what we were going to do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What are you going to do?
We're gonna go check out the pits and the bars, or the bars around the pits, and see if we can find Janelle.
Word. Okay, so you're probably going to the pit, and you're probably going to the Squeaky Grung.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Kaj is going as like cutthroat Kaj. Like he's got the armor and stuff, but he's also got like an old cloak that he used to wear back in the day too.
Going in cosplay.
He's cosplaying as himself.
Yeah. Wonderful. Is Melaena doing anything special for you guys going out? I know you got your makeup done by Bastian because everyone had a little moment.
Did get her makeup done by Bastian.
And then Finley braided the crap out of your hair.
That's correct.
Yeah, we'll probably have. I'm kind of imagining Finley kind of did like one of those like Game of Thrones designs where it's like a bunch of braids that kind of twist up into like one big braid. Because she has a lot of hair. She has never cut it. She probably has gone back to some of the armor that she wears while they were traveling. So a lot of her worn down leather armor just to kind of give off that don't fuck with me vibe. I'm gonna ask a question really quick, just because I haven't asked in a while. How big's my tattoo?
That's a good thing to notice. While we're discussing this, Andre, would you mind changing it from noble?
Yeah, hold on. We gotta get some.
You guys are not going.
We're not going to somewhere fancy. Should I do like light combat sounds?
Light combat is kind of comedic.
Okay. I'm not sure that's a vibe.
If you want to make it like, hang on, let me see what they have.
Intimidating, kind of.
What is go back to the other thing.
This thing.
I don't know.
We're already on tavern.
Can you do tens?
Do you want to do tens?
Yeah, it's feeling better. Yeah, that feels good.
Okay,
That's
cool.
good. Okay. Your tattoo has seemed to have grown the smallest amount. It's not to the point of worrisome, but you can see that there's like, based off like your freckles, you know your body. You're like, okay, it was here, and then like looking, you see it's a few centimeters.
Centimeters?
I'm trying to think of small. Hang on, we go based off inches, so centimeters are small. No, what?
That's like a centimeter. I think.
On what fucking planet?
Where?
Like that's a
What kind
centimeter.
of Australian centimeters do you have there? Is that what your spiders?
It's
are so
just like
big?
everything in Australia. It's fucking giant and scary and venomous.
Spooky and venomous. Andre, you should
I don't know
Like it grew.
measurements
I
at
meant
all.
like it grew like this much. Like.
Oh, like a few inches.
No, that's the opposite.
No. Like, okay. Hold on. How about a few millimeters? Is that
Nah,
is
that's
a few
fine.
millimeters?
God bless the affairs.
You
So
know,
it's
I
a
was
few
really
centimeters.
Few centimeters.
Oh, inches. Oh, inches. Got it.
Inches.
Well, that's like
Inches,
30
got it.
centimeters. Because that's like a book.
What?
Do you guys use
Like
rulers
A4.
there? Do you use rulers or do you measure things by
Yes.
books?
That's not the Dewey Decimal System we're talking about.
Anyway, okay, it's growing a little bit. Okay, anyway, moving.
Only a little bit. It's not a whole lot. It's noticeable, but not.
Okay.
It's noticeable to you.
Okay. I was just wondering. I realized I hadn't asked that question in a while.
I thought you were gonna ask if we've leveled up, and I'm like, stop.
Did we level up?
No.
We'll be level 10 so
But
soon.
yeah, we'll probably try. She won't have the title on display, but she'll have like the leather and the cloak and just intimidating in general.
Sounds good. Finley asked to go with you.
Melaena looks to Kazimir.
Why?
Because I don't want to be here by myself. I also really haven't been able to enjoy nightlife stuff. I'm old enough.
This won't really be a fun nightlife. This might be a very intimidating setting.
Well, then Kazimir just has to keep up hope because I'll be right there.
And she just kind of smiles this like smirky smile where she looks at Kazimir and goes, I know how to press your buttons now. This works.
I learned it from my other dad.
I learned it from Bastian.
We're gonna have a talk later.
Us?
No. Kasha and Bastian. Joking.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Alright, I want you to stay with Melaena,
Understood.
not me. Okay? Alright.
And she dresses in like her normal wear, but she puts on a thicker cloak. And then you see her prep Leto for bed, like give her treats, give her a rub, tuck her into one of the beds, which I think Leto just sprawls out on.
I think Melaena will kind of adjust Finley's clothes just a little bit to kind of seem a little bit more sensible for combat to kind of make Finley look a bit more
Like
what's the
rugged?
word I'm looking for? Not rugged, but more like knows what she's doing and like
Sure.
looks like she's good at combat. To
You
kind
see
of-
that, yeah, perfect. You do see that she has her wand in her belt, kind of sticking out in the front, easy to access.
Mhm.
You're gonna
I love
blow your
that.
balls off, kid.
You gotta shoot yourself in the eye.
It's not facing up. It's facing down. She's gonna shoot herself in the foot.
That's the line. Thank you.
Anyway, but yeah, kind of like free, like looks like freedom of movement type stuff that isn't constricting, just to make it seem like how someone would dress, thinking in case they were going to get into a fight.
Wonderful. Sounds good. All right. So you two are able, or the three of you are able to go out, and you find those two bars in question. One seems to be far more rugged. You can hear, like, in modern time terms, the closest I can think is a biker bar. Like loud music, rowdy. You can hear people yelling from inside when the door opens, like rowdy. And then you do see the Squeaky Grung, which seems to be a little bit more contained. It feels more like a dive bar, where it's there, and kind of in an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a time limit, do we?
Nope,
Okay.
not that I know of, unless you guys set one for yourself.
So we have the choice between the Squeaky Grung and the pit.
Yeah, if you're wanting to stay closer to the arenas, those are going to be the two that are closer to that.
Should we? You would know best which one would combatants frequent more.
I think, it's likely that, the louder one is more for the upstarts, the newcomers, because they want to prove themselves. I would wager there are older, more experienced fighters in the quieter one.
Alright.
And they know to save their energy for the arena anyway, so.
Go then. Do you want to enter together or separately?
Probably separately.
Alright.
For your safety, probably.
Alright.
Which one? The Squeaky Grung? Or the pit?
Probably the Squeaky Grung, which is the quieter one, yeah?
Dive bar, it's more like a little bit more hidden.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Let me know who goes first.
You go first.
Alright. I will take Finley, kind of adjust their posture a little bit, tilt the chin up, and kind of let her walk in front of me into the bar.
You two enter. The music in this seems the right way to talk about this is unique, a little funky. It has a danceable beat, which you obviously see people dancing to, but it's low. Think like almost like cantina, like low, dark music that people are still enjoying, but is not common music you normally hear. When you walk in, you see that it is long and narrow. The bar sprawls most of one of the sides, the left sides, while the right side is filled with what booths and chairs and tables they do have, which are mismatched. It seems like they've gotten them at different times or from different people. And behind the bar, you see many grungs working, pouring drinks, bringing up food, and many patrons. This seems totally normal. And many patrons eating. They kind of look at you as the door opens, but seem to go back to what they're doing. The people overall seem a little shady. But no one looks like they're outright like, I'm gonna kill you right here, right now.
Alright, Melaena will kind of lead Finley over to probably a space in the bar that's a little bit less crowded or like populated, and we'll begin to just kind of we'll order a drink for the both of them, probably just like one of the weaker ales, and we'll kind of just like survey the area and try and do just an overall insight check on the room.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me that check, and then I'll let you know what's happening.
Can I give myself guidance?
Okay.
I gotta move all my dice out of the way. I have too many dice in my dice tray. Okay. Okay. 16 plus 6. 22.
T2. Yeah. So they recommend to you, you actually, like, you have like a menu out in front of you when you order. The grung goes and slides over this little menu. And
so good.
Thank you.
That was extremely good. Yeah.
That was really
Like I own frogs. And points to one of the drinks, which is called Ozu. Or Ozo. Yeah, thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it seems to be like aperitif, which is like stimulates appetite a little bit more, so it's a little bit easier for like newcomers to drink. They point at that, but then they also put at some ales. So it's up to you on what you would like, but they give you the option.
Melaena will definitely order Finley one of the weaker ales, but she'll probably get something a little bit stronger for herself.
Word. Sounds good. So they do that. The grung, this bright green color, black and kind of bluish spots all over them. Looks, you goes, and then just kind of closes up, puts it under its arm, and then runs back to start making your drinks. Surveying around, you see there's a huge combination of people. You see people that seem fairly like normal, like farmers. You see people from the marketplace. You also see a lot of people who seem to have a lot of secrets to hide.
I'm going to specifically look for a person who has kind of highly respected vibes and kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like not so much like, I don't know why, but the only word I'm looking for is like dominant vibes, but more of like guy who's in charge. Like they look like they are in charge of something. You know how people who like own businesses have that vibe? I'm looking for that to see if I can kind of spot people who are in the pits more regularly and know that what they're on about.
You see a person in the back corner of the room. It's like one of those booths that goes into the corner surrounded, where a lot of people could sit, but they're the only ones sitting there. And you see them with the dagger kind of flicking it into the air, letting it stick into the table, picking it back up, flicking it again. They are a almost kind of iridescently pale elven woman. Their hair on one half is completely shaved while the other half kind of flows over in this very light blonde kind of curls. Their eyes are strikingly dark in retrospect of everything else about them. I didn't mean to!
I am so hot for the pale skin and dark eye combination.
Happy Pride Month.
So gay.
Happy Pride. Is gay. Happy
It's
gay.
gay.
Is gay.
It's gay. Happy Pride.
They're sitting there. You can't see much more about them. They're covered in black leather and a cloak. You do see that there are tattoos going from their fingers down in this like black and purple ink, but it's cut off right around here where their armor is. Kind of like a button nose with a very cute features to a very stark, angry look. Just not quite balancing out, but they seem to be sitting there tossing this dagger. They have some papers in front and around them they're looking through. One of the grungs, you see one that is a bright yellow, comes by and brings a plate with food. It seems to be mostly meats and potatoes, and you see this huge just drink that they immediately just go glug down, a couple of drips from it go off of their chin, put it back down, wipe it off, go back to what they're doing.
So Melaena, after seeing that, is going to wait until Kazimir comes to the door, make very brief eye contact before glancing over to that woman and hoping he gets the message of like, try that person first.
I think after I'd say 4 or 5 minutes, Kaj will walk in.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make a scene, but definitely his presence is known.
Yeah. Depth, because you're specifically watching this person. As the door, I don't feel like it slams open, but it's very loudly opened. As Kazimir kind of comes through, you have to squeeze a little bit to come through, and as you stand up, you're taller than the doorway itself.
Mm-hmm.
Very overlooming. You hear a clatter of a little bit of utensils as the room goes a little quiet to look over. A good amount of the people continue what they're doing. Some people stop and stare. The person in the corner throwing this, they look up, look back down, and as the dagger flies and hits one of the papers smack dab in the middle, look back up again, kind of almost a double take, and just stare at Kazimir.
Looks to Melaena.
That's the sofa.
Very briefly looks over and then keeps walking. We'll just sit right at the bar.
Yeah. The chairs are a little small for your taste, but you're
Sure.
able to kind of balance on it. A grung comes up to you, slides you a menu, goes,
Do you have a Uzvar?
nod, shuts it, immediately goes. Melaena and Finley get their drinks pretty quickly. Finley takes a sip, kind of has a grimace for a second, but continues to drink, kind of getting used to it. And
yeah,
Kazimir, your
Melaena-
stuff is brought quickly.
Melaena will just make conversation with Finley, kind of dropping little pointers on how to act, kind of just being don't look at Kazimir. And we'll just pretend you're talking to me, but I'm not listening, and we'll kind of just keep an attentive eye on the room.
Yeah, she will definitely nod. And then kind of looks over to the dance floor and goes, I think I could be helpful. I'm gonna go and dance, and then I'll keep my eye out from over there.
Good idea. Be safe.
And she puts down a drink, hops off of the stool that you guys are on, and takes off her cloak, hands it to you, Melaena, and goes over to the dance floor. Removes, not great, but she's adorable. That's fine. And people seem to welcome her. There are a few people, of course, where they're on their own thing, but they seem to be oh, okay. And she kind of gives you a nod, Melaena, that she's paying attention.
Nice. Look at it go.
I think Ash will look back at Melaena just to double check and like. And then waits for a second after the drink is dropped. And will take it with him and will, if there's room, we'll sit across from the elvish woman.
One thing before you head over, as you pick up your drink, a piece of paper drops from below it like it was stuck to the bottom. You see an eye carved in blue ink. That just kind of drops. And it says something that you can't quite understand. It's not in a language that you understand. But it does say something underneath in the same blue ink. But you're free to continue.
Picks it up, just folds it, puts it in his pocket.
And you are free to sit over. There's plenty of room. They're in a very large booth by themselves. And they cross their arms as you come and sit. You decide to come sit over by me without even asking. I'm surprised at you, cutthroat Kazimir.
I'm not known for asking.
I know. So, tell me, what brought you over to my little corner of the world?
I'm looking for someone. Thought you might have an idea of where they might be.
I have information on most things. Here's not quite safe to talk, though.
Name a place.
That letter that you got under your drink. And meet me at these coordinates. And they slide another piece of paper that's small with like directions to the area. You can bring your friend if you want. And they make direct eye contact with Melaena. As they get up, they take their dagger and they stab the slab of meat that they hadn't quite eaten yet, collect their papers, pick it up, and begin to chew on it as they walk out.
Oh, hot.
That was quick.
Yeah, because you went to the right place and asked the right questions.
That's what's up. I think Kaj will stay and like order something to eat as well.
Yeah.
I think he'll get the same thing that she got of like the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, it is. It's like a huge plate. It seems like they just stack.
Yeah.
And then they slide it over to you. You see that where her plate was, she had left like a handful of coins, far more than you know this meal and that drink was worth.
Just gonna leave it.
Mm-hmm. Seems like she paid for your stuff.
Nice. And then afterwards, we'll just like recuperate with everybody. Kaj will leave first, and then just like wait for the other two outside.
Alright. Yeah, we'll wait for a few minutes, finish our drinks, and kind of nod Finley over chat for a little bit before kind of heading out.
Yeah. She finishes her drink. She not wobbly, but you know, like when you're that little like first part of like drunk, just like the little like bouncy,
A little bit tipsy, energetic,
Yeah.
kind of.
happy. Yeah. She's still dancing on her way out. Like puts the cloak over her head, kind of. And you both go out, and she when you both walk out, she goes, "That was fun. We should do that again, for real, sometime."
Absolutely. Did you get anything? You didn't talk for long.
No, we have to meet somewhere else if we want the information. I got this from the bartender.
Shows the page with the eye and the writing that he doesn't understand.
Oh, Melaena definitely knows this. In the language of the gods, it says, "The eye is watching."
It says the eye is watching. Does that ring a bell?
Nope.
I remember very early on where we like first met Finley, there was an eye thing. Does it look like that eye thing? The eye that was carved in the stone? Or is it a different eye? Okay.
It's a different eye. It's a lot closer to the representation of like the blue evil eye
Okay.
in this one versus that one was like more of like a carved in, a little bit more realistic,
Sure.
quote unquote.
Okay.
If we walked around for a little bit, kind of in the kind of bar area, and we kept an eye out for the eye, do we see it anywhere?
And make me perception checks or investigation.
Oh shit, I need dice. I forgot. This is a game.
Can't forget dice, Andre. That's part of the game.
Perception or investigation?
It's up to you.
All right.
Let's see.
Perception, maybe. Ooh.
Show me my character. Give me. What'd you roll?
31.
Wow.
All right, well, what's the point of me rolling? That's fine. I'll take it.
You can roll.
Look, I cannot even get close to that. So you take the W.
Melaena, looking around, this is carved everywhere. Buildings.
Is it like a pathway?
It doesn't
Or is
seem
it
like
kind of like a symbol of a place?
It seems like a marking of a location.
Oh,
Like, it seems
she
like a location
coordinates too, didn't she?
Huh?
She gave coordinates as well?
Yeah, she gave directions to like where you need to go. They're pretty like it says like things that are not really specific. It's like when you see this, turn left. But it doesn't give you like the exact area. You have to watch for like, it's like when you see the building of brown and white, you have to find a building that's specifically made of brown and white bricks, and then you could take left. Like, it's a little hard to go through, but with both of your guys's, I'm not worried.
I guess we keep following the directions and look out for the building with the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find them not on every building, but you find them on quite a few, and you find some that are, it looks like carved out. Like, these are carved into things. It seems like someone tried to cover them by carving and like trying to erase them in a few spots.
Interesting.
You end up getting to these buildings that are a bit more broken down near the edges of town, near the further side of the wall, closer to the north. And some of them don't look lived in. Some look lived in by people who just have found a place to crash. people not in the best way, and you find a cellar door, which is the end of the directions that they gave you.
And it has the eye?
You do see the eye on there. It does look like it is a bit more. I'm giving you all this with your perception because fuck me, that perception's awesome. It looks like it's not outright carved, but you see like an amalgamation of like different woods used in the doors of the cellar to create the symbol that is hard to see unless you like you hit it in the right light. Like you kind of lean over and you see it. You're like, oh, there it is.
Okay, cool.
And it is closed.
Opens it up.
Word.
Oh, knock.
Go to knock. No, we're just going.
Open.
It opens, and you see a stairway heading down in a very steep path with torches kind of going along the sides.
Melena's gonna turn to Finley. And go, I don't feel the greatest about you coming with us down here. So I want you to wait outside, stay out of sight, and if you don't hear from us in 30 minutes, go find Bastian and Ragna.
She kind of looks around. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel comfortable staying out here by myself, so I'm gonna go find them anyway, and then I know where you are just in case, and we can all just meet up back at the hotel.
And she's gonna run over, give Kazimir kind of like a side hug, and then like give Melaena kind of like a hand squeeze as she's walking past, before putting up her hood and walking back towards where you guys came from. And you guys want to go down?
Go down.
Wonderful! That's a great way to go back over to where Bastian and Ragna are.
Yay!
Did you get the word?
Do we want to have a quick little break?
Do you want a break?
Do we want to break here, or do we want to wait a little bit longer? We can wait till after their stuff's kind of done, and then we can take a break.
Yeah, sure.
So that's a little bit more
That's up
middle
to you.
time.
Sure.
I was muted. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sounds good. Did you ever find that word?
No, I think that it doesn't actually exist. Like I have like it is so.
I can't believe you gassed at us like this.
No, it is so tangible to me, and I know that like it is there, but I'm like, maybe it doesn't start with a C.
Is it?
Maybe I just made this word up.
No, we can't do this again. Andre, stop.
I just want to ask you, do you think it's like a fabric arts related word?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because the way you were describing it.
Thing that can, it is a word that can apply to people or objects. I'm pretty sure it starts with the C. I don't know.
All right.
Well,
but anyway.
we'll figure it out later. Hit us up on Twitter if you guys know it.
Yeah.
So you two are sitting there, kind of listening to what is happening.
Yeah. We're giving a listen.
We'll listen, and one of you is listening from the outside, one of you is listening from the inside, which is awesome.
I can only keep that up for a minute, and I'm willing to spend plenty because I know that I'll get my rest. But yeah. So.
Understood. You are able to both kind of get different things.
But I only get surface level thoughts, so.
Yes. From the outside, from what you're seeing, Ragna, the people at this table, you see 3 people in, it looks like their guard armors and uniform, and you see what looks like their partners. So like they're just out for a drink. You see them all kind of like laughing and talking. The partners kind of seem to go off on their own little thing because the guards seem to talk about their own stuff too, as it be.
A loveless marriage. I can identify with that. Yeah.
Word. And you see the partners aren't talking about anything too much. Like it's a combination of genders, so it's like they're just kind of generally talking about like
Yes,
oh,
Tony got in trouble at school again today.
that kind of stuff. Are you excited to go see the fights at the pits? Like more like
Got a
general.
lot of money riding on that big, strong Minotaur.
Have you seen his legs? Oh my!
But nothing compared to his arms.
No.
I'd like that guy to rail me. I don't know.
Have you seen the size of his neck?
Pretty thick.
He's got a fucking huge neck, so.
I'd like to wrap my legs around like a necktie.
Damn!
Wear me like a necktie.
What did I come back into?
You know, just sexualizing Kaj, nothing new.
Sexualizing Kaj.
No.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
So you're seeing that from that side, and then
are they wearing any like specific iconography, like any like specific gods, or is it just?
it seems that you see one that has like the entire pantheon, just like little charms. You see some that have like certain pendants. The most common one you're really going to find around here is for Zeus. So you've been seeing quite a bit of Zeus, quite a bit of Hera. And then for the guards, they don't have a certain iconography. They have just the general, like the entirety of the like symbol of Siathan.
Gotcha.
But they are talking about what's happening inside the jail, and it's a lot of things that you guys already kind of knew. Like, yeah, we arrested Kazimir, cut through Kazimir. He had a bitch with him, you know, etc., etc. Oh yeah, they do not talk about Melaena kindly.
It's like because he still has the wine in his hand. He's just like he's trying not to break the glass. He's just like pausing for too long. It's just like okay.
Someone's like yeah, she said she was a daughter of Nyx, and like just there's a laugh.
With that hair? Please.
Oh my. Just like that.
I think not.
I mean, they look like constellations. That's just me, I guess.
It's really shitty.
It's really fucked up.
Being a bitch.
With her petite frame.
I want to play a one shot where you just play pretentious Siathan nobles. That's all I want.
Oh my
villain arc.
That's all I want.
And then
we should make it a Call of Cthulhu one shot.
And then Kazimir's the fucking
he is the Eldritch being.
Eldritch being.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't say. So in back of Ragna's mind, he's like, can't tell them about that.
Don't say that.
Don't reporting back to the group. Don't say what they said about Melaena. That's fucked up.
Note to self.
Note to self. They might try to find them. Can't let that happen.
Might be murder.
Might be some murder.
And then Bastian, you are hearing on the inside of their heads from the partners. It's very similar, but there's a lot of catty about each other. There's just like things like, "Are you really wearing that?" Like just like the surface thoughts of, "Oh God," like it.
Right.
Not too different. However, from the knights, you're seeing a lot of animosity towards Polmark. Hannes.
Interesting.
A lot of anger whenever they talk about him, and then they just kind of try to change the subject.
Do I get the flavor of what this anger is? Is it rooted in jealousy?
There's some jealousy.
I bet
there's some jealousy. Disrespect. General disdain. And dislike.
Huh.
They don't seem to talk about him much, like Ragna, you hear the mention of him, like the pole mark, but they don't really go too far in. But in their head,
Pole mark.
it's just like
spitting.
fucking pole mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you guys are seeing.
Interesting. Okay. Does the sun come up at all? Little baby Protheus?
It does, but it's more so, they don't call him by his last name. They call him by his first name. Very disrespectful.
Oh.
And
so they call him Polmark Hannes? Or they call the sun
they call the sun by his first name.
Got it.
They don't call him by his last name or anything respectable. And it seems to be a lot of that. Why is this kid in charge of us? Like a lot of jealousy, disdain in a different way. Just yeah.
I want to find him.
Jared?
Is his name Jared?
Yeah, his name's Jared. I remember because I was like, fucking Jared, and then Jared was like,
Jared.
nice.
Yeah, I guess I do want to find Jared.
Dislike.
Like, fuck, I guess so.
Khakis is as exciting as it's getting tonight.
Hang on 1 second.
What are you looking at?
It's Gerard, by the way.
Gerard.
Okay.
That was
better,
it.
Because Gerard
It's spelled very similarly to Jared.
Yeah.
But
I get those two names mixed up all the time.
Gerard.
well, it's better to say that than fucking Jared.
Gerard.
Jared from Subway. What the fuck?
Gerard.
Gerard.
Apologies to all Jareds out there.
I'm sorry to all the Jareds, the Gerards. Although Josh is in.
I knew a Jared once. He was a cunt. Fuck you, Jared.
No respect for Jareds, unless you're this handful right here. This little small handful of Jareds. You're okay.
Anyway, okay. Cool. I don't know. Do you have anything that you want to do, Christian? Anything special? Or anything you want Bastian to do? Christian?
I'm sorry, what? I was still thinking about Jared and Gerard. I'm sorry. I was thinking about Jared and Gerard. I was like, I feel real bad for both Jareds and Gerards because I know a couple of Gerards and they're okay.
Trying to keep this fucking campaign on track is. I was asking if there was anything that you wanted to do, or if you wanted help from Bastian with anything, he might be able to help you magically put him on track.
I think if he's not getting any rumors that seem too juicy about either the churches or anything, if we want to, we can head back to the that's 2 hours, not 1 hour, right? Fuck.
Yeah, we got plenty of time to kill, so we can just hang out here until then, and we'll probably get another glass. I feel like you can draw out a single glass of wine for about an hour if you're talking to each other.
Ragna finished this.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Can we get some bar nuts? Like, can we get
Can we get some carbs in him real quick?
Yeah.
You can buy food.
Jesus, I don't want to.
You have rolls.
I know we have rolls, but I'm not going to eat food from outside the restaurant inside the restaurant. Are you kidding?
They'll know.
They'll know I don't have a single fucking piece of gold to my name.
You don't, though.
I don't. You're right.
They do have food, though, if you want to order food.
How much money does Ragna have?
He's got a couple hundred gold. He's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Get some fucking pretzels or something.
Yeah, we just need to look like we're doing things and not just sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
So drag. Maybe I'll I don't know. We need to look like we're engaged with each other, not in like a marriage way necessarily, but in either we're talking to each other or canoodling.
Oh, sure. I can do
so,
that. Should we order something first, or do we just canoodle? Canoodle?
Both. Okay, I'm going to slide closer to you. Don't freak out. I'm just gonna, he's gonna slide up next to Ragna and just like do the thing that you do to like make a guy buy a drink for you, which like, you know, turn towards them, like put your head on your hand and like just look at them
And you
very
laugh.
intently.
Just laugh.
Yeah, just
Just laugh. Is that the laugh you use?
No, I've never had anyone buy me a drink.
with a little bit of grace. And you can keep paying attention to them. I'm just going to talk. And they can like order some food, get a second glass of wine, and Bastian will literally, I think, just begin to recite poetry. He'll just talk about like literature or like magical concepts or anything in a low voice to kind of give the impression of like intimacy and the two of them being like involved with each other while Ragna's paying attention to what those fucks are saying.
Yeah, very easily. They recommend charcuterie board, but it has Oh my god, charcuterie! Happy Pride!
Happy Pride!
They do have a charcuterie board. And it comes with like good cheeses, lots of like grapes, olives, and like these like really nice pristine crackers.
I want all of those things now.
Go get yourself a charcuterie board.
I might go downstairs and get myself an entire jar of olives and just empty it in my mouth.
I do that with pickles while we're on stream sometimes.
How in campaign of you?
How the true roleplay begins. I think as after they order, he orders the charcuterie board, and he'll say charcuterie.
Aha!
I want to say it in his voice, so I'll have
So fancy.
say nice palette of a charcuterie board. That sounds nice. And then he'll engage in conversation with Bastian because he can do two things at once. And he's just like, so. Is this the kind of atmosphere that you have back at home?
This is much closer, yes.
This is a lot. This
is not nearly. To be honest, they're charging way too much for this wine. It's
I figured
absurd.
that. I figured that. Well,
Yeah, but some of the
grapes.
Sometimes when you have the resources, you pay more for something just because you can, and that's part of it. You just go to a place, and if you make that place very expensive, then only a certain kind of person will show up there. So
I'm familiar with the business model. A lot of blacksmiths in Philadelphia, so one of the blacksmiths at least has that kind of methodology.
I see. Upcharging. I got it.
Upcharging for standard quality items.
I mean,
you pay more, so it's elite.
I can respect the grift. I have pulled it off myself quite a few times.
It's a little annoying, but I get why people do it. Money is powerful, and status even more so.
Yes, well, you can only hope that it's not the people who really need good stuff for a not ridiculous price. Find the other people, and not this one guy. Right?
I guess, in my experience, the ones who are looking to take advantage don't typically care about taking advantage. They don't pick their targets. They just cast a net of greed. That's just what I've seen.
No, yes, that seems big. That's fairly accurate. Yeah, that is how it is. Business.
I can't believe you lived in a place that did this and charged this kind of...
Oh, much more than this. This is...
horrifying to think about.
Small beans.
This is small beans?
This is very small beans.
That's...
Well, not... I mean, some of it isn't... It is... There are some places in Marinette that are like this. Almost exactly, actually. I wonder if they have a chain.
I mean,
But,
lot of
no,
to squash about, so.
most of them are. I mean, just... I don't have any other way to say it than better. You know, you actually might get what you pay for in a place in Marinette. If you spend $50 on a single glass, then you'll be getting something that's worth $50 for a single glass.
At least the quality matches.
$50? 50 gold.
50 gold.
I'm in Fantasyland.
That's a potion. That's a potion of healing. Goddamn. That's the thought that goes through Ragna's head. That's a potion that can heal you for alcohol. Ooh-wee. For a glass? Kidding me. Did you spend a lot of your time in places of this ilk with friends?
Well, to be honest, these places are pretty boring. I would spend a little bit of time in places like these, usually end up getting escorted out, and then go somewhere else for the rest of the day/evening. So, but places like these are good if you want to hang around with stuffy people and, you know, cause problems on purpose.
I'm sure you had many friends, or have many friends, that love that about you.
Yes.
Inside check. No. Did you have friends? I'd never imagined being in places like this. It's a lot of social awareness, and that's not my forte, so I stayed out of big gatherings and places.
Well, luckily, I'm here to grease the wheels, as it were. So, you don't have to worry about any of that. I understand it can be overwhelming. If I knew you in Marinette, I would use that to socially destroy you, but since we're friends...
How would you socially destroy me for being awkward in big crowds?
Very easily.
That's both impressive and terrifying.
It's like a game, sort of. Everybody has status that they maintain, and it's very important to maintain it. But it is something that you can influence and move around and change depending on how you act, or how the people around you act, or how you can convince people to act around you, etc. And it's very important to the maintenance of power balance and, well, business, honestly.
That honestly sounds exhausting to think about that many chess moves at once. I was raised to believe that the quality of your work and the ethic of that was more important, not the rumors surrounding you or your public appearance. That's just me and my family. The Unclaws believe in work first, personality later. I'm excited to say this. I'm excited to go to where you grew up one day, just to see how you became the good man that I know now.
Well, we'll see about all that.
I mean, who knows? You might get a God-saving mission to head there and save someone's life. Who knows? Enough prayers come by. Who knows? Maybe we might even meet Dionysus.
It will be an adventure, certainly. I think we have enough on our hands, though.
We do have to find out what the hell is going on over here before we even think about going across the sea again.
Well before.
Yeah.
Well before.
As you are both talking, you see that they begin to get up from their table. Not sloshed, but definitely a little drunk. They begin to all exit. The knights wrapping their arms around their partners and vice versa, and then just kind of like walking out. And then you hear someone say, "Do we want to take this party elsewhere?" And they said, "I heard that the pole mark might be over at the Armored Almirage." And they're like, and you hear someone laugh and go, "I'd love to see that." And they head out.
Fuck.
Time to scoot.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So let's go ahead and let's take a little breaky break.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we're gonna see Hannes
Oh
fucking
my God.
sloshed.
Oh my god, you guys.
Is Hannes on the piss?
Piss.
He might be on the piss.
Nobody thinks what
Yeah.
you think.
We might be on the bus. Might
On the piss, you know.
No, I don't.
You know, because beer is piss colored.
Get on the piss.
UK dramas to know what the fuck that means.
That is a beautiful phrase.
It is a very UK phrase. is getting on the
Australia
piss.
specifically, like, y'all love to talk about piss.
It's your favorite
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
No, they love cunts. They just love saying it.
There's
Yeah.
3 different meanings when we say getting pissed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we will be back in like 10 minutes, so
Let's
hang
take
tight.
a 10-minute. Everyone get a charcuterie board.
Everybody get us just some charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Get a charcuterie for Pride.
Goodbye!
What? Welcome back.
Just gotta get it out.
Gotta get the titties out.
We're snacking.
We're snacking.
We are
hard.
snacking. We got snacks.
I'm so hungry.
We got edible things.
The way I literally just want to like get a wheel of brie and take a bite out of it. Like I just want to take a bite out of an entire wheel of cheese.
Cheese?
That's-
Yes. Brie? No.
Brie is cheese. Do you know that?
Yes.
Well, you
just
got
not
so
brie cheese.
defensive so fast about brie.
Oh, why'd you say
Did you know that?
Did you know brie's a cheese, actually?
Sloan, I work in a fucking deli. Cheese is my job.
Did you realize brie is cheese?
They really honed in on that edible mindset, didn't they?
I think that you actually like, I'm typically, I would say, a fairly nice person with the exception of like joking on my friends, but I think you triggered like one of the few things that actually like sleeper phrases that once I hear them, I like turn into the mind killer and like immediately.
What was it?
Brie, no, is the
They
is the
insulted
code word.
Brie.
Insulted Brie, that was
Brie is
Brie-
not that good of a
No.
cheese.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Brie is the cheese.
It is.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
The cheese.
That's big.
Brie
On a
is the.
charcuterie board, Brie is the fucking star of the show. On a sandwich, I will accept that maybe like pepper jack, a good cheese. On a charcuterie board, go fuck yourself. Brie is the one that's gone first, always. Always.
Sloan, I'm gonna stop you right there. That was the whitest shit you ever said to me.
You know what? I accept that. I know what I am.
That's not a bad limitation to have, to be honest.
Like
I would like to highlight a chat that just said we're having a disagreement.
Thank you.
Well, Christian was
Since
about
we're
to say
on it,
something.
before we get back, because it's Christian, go ahead.
Oh
Were you
no,
saying something?
I was just saying, like, man, I disassociated, and then I heard that shit, and I was like, man, my black sensor is tingling. That's wild.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Fair
Fully.
enough. Oh, it is 10:15. I need to stop fully cackling. Oops.
It's quiet
Whoops.
hours in Sloan Land.
Shit.
Quiet hours.
Depth, what's your favorite cheese? If you're gonna talk shit about Brie, you gotta have something to come back with.
As they eat their cheese.
That's fine.
Take your time.
Only because there's a really good company that does them here. Goat cheese.
There are different kinds of goat cheese. It's not
Goat cheese.
They said they're
They said what they said, Depth.
Literally,
Sloan.
it's a
What the
certain
fuck?
brand. It's a certain brand of goat cheese here that they do like charcuterie cheeses, and I would say Meredith dairy goat cheese, but that doesn't mean fucking jack shit to you, does it?
Look at that. Damn.
Exactly.
types. We're gonna
Literally, all it says is goat cheese. It doesn't say
It
anything
says
else.
chevre right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, we're all sleeping on Gouda here. A little mad about that.
Fair enough.
I'm
Gouda's a
basic.
very
I
good
like
cheese.
Swiss. Anyway,
You like Swiss?
I do like Swiss. I'm a little basic bitch. That's fine. I'm not a
mean,
cheese connoisseur.
Pizza. I'm a pizza lover, so it's mozzarella and
Mozzarella's
Parmesan
great.
for me.
I
Yeah.
will accept
Mozzarella is good.
mozzarella.
I do actually
Mozzarella is
Parmesan might
good.
be my favorite.
Parmesan's good.
But you can't heat.
But like real Parmesan.
What
You
the
fucking
fuck
try.
ever, Sloan? It's my favorite.
What do you eat?
What do you mean you can't eat Parmesan in a whole? Yes, you
Do you
can.
grate it into your hand and then put it in your
Yeah.
No, you just cut the pieces. Like thin, very thin.
So we were
slices.
going down a
Nom, 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 nom,
basement,
nom.
right?
Going to this basement.
Yeah, you was in a basement.
Okay, I need to
God.
switch back to spooky music.
Oh god,
Okay.
let's get this posh shit out of here. We're not
Boy,
here.
I didn't think we were gonna talk about cheese today.
Oh.
But here we are.
Thank you for allowing me to talk.
I didn't give you the microphone. You're welcome, though. You're allowed to talk. Okay, so let's go back to the basement. So you two are walking down. The steep stairs end about 50 feet underground. So quite a large dive down. And you begin walking down this corridor. It's slightly damp, and your feet echo as you walk down. A minute goes by, 2 minutes go by, 5 minutes go by, and you are still walking. There are twists, there are turns, but there is no exit or off doors. Until you finally come up to a double door that has the symbol, same as your letter, painted on in blue.
Knocks.
And the door creaks open, and you see a very large Goliath woman pushing it open. Looks at the two of you, keeps pushing it open and moves aside. This room isn't very, very big. It's probably about a 20-foot circle. Or sorry, a 40-foot circle. But this is the only room here. And you see the woman you saw before, kind of draped over this chair throne that's been kind of haphazardly put together. But draped over it, legs on one side of the armrest, her leaning back, eating an apple, and just kind of...
Damn, this bitch is hungry.
She hungry, okay? Leave her alone. Eating an apple, just kind of looks at you both, and then goes back to where they're looking. The walls have nothing particularly on them that mean anything to you, but you do see that there are symbols carved throughout. It looks like they're words, but they don't seem to come together. The letters don't make sense. Beside them, the Goliath walks back over, wearing the same kind of black, dark leathers, but the arm portion has been kind of ripped off and has big metal gauntlets on their forearms, and just kind of crosses their arms, stands beside them. And you see someone in the back end working. Seems like they're mixing together potions. And you see a large turtle shell. And you see a turtle working back there, working on alchemy. Well, you found your way here. And you see her kind of take the last kind of big bite out of this, leaving only the core. And she tosses it back behind her and swings her legs around, puts her hands on her legs that are kind of separated, and leans forward to look at you both. Cutthroat Kazimir. And I know they were arrested, but all I have is daughter of Nyx. Is that right?
Yes.
Forgive me, I imagined someone a bit more bleak.
Thank you.
Kind of just gives you a curious look, and then just goes back to looking at Kazimir. You wanted information? That's what I do.
I am looking for someone.
You mentioned it? Their name?
She goes by Janelle.
That name is familiar. Do you know their last name?
What's her last name? I fucking forgot.
Mrs. Kazimir.
Protheus? Is it?
It's a Protheus.
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 The daughter of the Polemarch. I have answers, to a degree. But I don't work for cash. I work for deals. I have a job I need done. It's dangerous. I've tried to have other people do it, and they either didn't come back, or if they did, they weren't coherent anymore. I had to put them down. You up for the challenge?
What is it you want?
And she stands up and begins to kind of walk around. Now that she's standing and a bit easier in view, especially with Goliath by her side, she's fairly short. A lot of power in this little woman, about 5'3". Stop.
1 inch taller than Melaena.
Nice.
I am also that height.
About Bastian height, but more power.
Oh, get fucking dunked on. Anyway.
It's a different kind of power. It's okay.
Listen,
And,
everybody gets dunked. It's okay.
Are you okay?
I'll get dunked on too, soon enough. Oh no!
love
Don't be
you.
don't be
I
sad.
said-
You want a cosmic brownie?
I'm fine.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
You take that.
Why'd you eat it like a lizard?
You legit looked like my bearded dragon. It was insane. Anyway, so now I know to bring cosmic brownies to Gen Con, which, by the way, we're going to be at Gen Con, everyone.
We can't stay on track.
No.
Might as well be called off the rails. Steal their name.
Fuck. Yeah. She begins to walk and pace a little. We're called the Eye. There are many things that this government does that I don't approve of. Many don't approve of. People are getting hurt. Some people call us the curse. Hence the evil eye.
What are you laughing at?
Dab's face, because I just waited and watched and then went. It was really funny. So, have you seen the people walking around at night, trying to go the middle of town? Lanterns, chanting, all that shit.
We've been told of it.
There's something dangerous in there. I don't know what it is. I don't need you to get it. I just need you to tell me what it is. I don't know how you specifically get in. I assume you'll just have to get yourself into the line. I've been given a total of 3 passwords that may work. I don't know which one's the correct one. I will give you all 3. But if you're up for the challenge, just know it's deadly.
Is this something that can be done? Yeah, as a 1 or 2 person operation.
You can do it with as many people as you want. I don't give a shit. As long as I have the information, I can give you yours.
You just want to know what's inside?
Yeah.
Melaena looks to Kazimir. I can do it.
Probably be safer with just one.
I'm gonna try to travel farther now.
All right. We'll take it.
Well, only one of you's going. So, and you see them pull out a piece of paper. You see kind of bleeding through the blue ink, but they fold it up and they walk up to you and they hold it out. Do not open this near people. If we get more people to know this password who are not as strong or not as trustworthy, everything will go wrong. Do you understand? She just slips it into your hand.
Yeah, I think that's tough. No, I'm joking.
I mean, I guess if you want, she just kind of puts it into your hand. Your fingers
Alright.
brush. There's a string of violin music. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. And I assume that our payment will be afterwards.
Correct.
Damn. That's alright.
Unfortunately, some information containing what you want to know might be in there. So I can't give you a full story till I know then.
Pretty well.
Cutthroat Kazimir, daughter of Nyx. I trust you because you're not from here. Don't fuck me over.
I think Kash just gets up.
We won't.
Return here once you're done. If you need healing, I have people for that.
Alright. Well, I guess.
Melaena going on a mission.
Melaena solo mission.
This has gone so good before! No. I love it.
Spenny, why would you jinx us before?
I'm not jinxing you.
Just don't mind me. I'm scrambling to look up the definitions of all my spells.
Completely fair, and also we can take all the time you need
Yeah.
while this is happening.
Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let's go, I guess.
We want to see you soon.
Don't die.
I have a bad habit of not doing that.
Sounds like a pretty good habit to me.
Leaves.
Yeah, you both leave. Before we go back to the other two, I want to tell me your plan. Like, what is Kazimir doing while Melaena does this? Is there any prep?
I do have a plan of bringing Kazimir with me to the line, bringing a straggler from the back, and snagging them, knocking them out, taking their cloak, because I don't want to have a cloak that's different. So
Sounds
I
good.
run that by Kazimir. I'm assuming.
Makes sense to me. You seem more skilled in espionage and subterfuge than I am.
Just spent a long time watching people All right. I don't know if you want to swap over to the other group or.
We're going to, but I just wanted to make sure you guys were all good. And if you have anything else that you think about, let me know. I just wanted to make sure you guys felt good.
Okay. Thank you.
To the other two. So you guys mentioned that you were gonna go back to the other bar.
We sure are.
We're following these people. Is it about they bar hop?
Yeah, they are. You know, when couples are walking together and they're both drunk, and so it's not a good situation for either of them. Yeah, you're pretty much watching 3 couples pinballing.
Oof.
Their way back.
Damn. Good times.
To the armored Almirage. But when you get closer, the music is far louder than it was before.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you're hearing laughing and cheering from the inside.
Can we get some of that fucking, what's it called? Is it Vibrant? Might be Vibrant.
For the...
In Soundtail.
Oh, sounds fun. Let's give it a shot.
Or to Vivid.
Oh, Vivid? Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Wonderful. That's good.
And we fucking head inside. Let's do it. I don't think that we need to wait for people because we know how to get there. So we can just pass these clusterfucks and go inside. But we're also, if they're looking for the pole mark, we need to keep an eye on them if they're going to go straight for the pole mark. So, but that doesn't mean we can't get there and get a drink in our hands first.
Very true. They get all over the place, but at least they know what they want.
I'm very much looking forward to this. I know this is an information gathering, like intelligence gathering, but this is very fun for me.
You're having a lot of fun with this day so far.
You see, everyone kind of like, there are people going in, there are people coming out, there are people who are coming out to quickly vomit and then go back inside.
Hell yeah, rally, baby.
It's a party. When you guys head in, there's a small little corner table that would fit you two that you can go to. And you see a very small halfling woman hopping around, getting orders, and you see her pull out a small stool from under the table. You notice every single one of them has them. Pulls it out, hops up, and goes, "All right, what can I get you?"
Hi there. I don't know. What are you feeling, Astro?
Just as the best ale you've got.
Understood.
And I'll have what he's having.
Wonderful. Are you hungry?
We did just eat, but...
Are you hungry for good food?
Always hungry for good food.
Always going. Yes. Always hungry for good food. Of course.
Chat with some rolls. And then she'll just pop down, push it back in, and
I'm
leaves.
going to be so bloated tomorrow.
Well, we work it up at the tournament, so it's fine.
That is true. Carbing up before we have to run around in the sand.
Exactly.
Coming back around, 2 pretty good sized pints come up to you, and a little basket of those freshly made rolls. And she just goes, and instead of pulling it out again, she just kind of peeks up and goes, "If you need anything, I'll be right over there." And she just runs back over to the bar where it is insanely busy.
Oh. She's nice.
Very nice. This establishment is it's got some great workers here. Good.
And as you two are getting comfortable seeing the layout, which is a lot of drunk guards, a lot of drunk people off duty, you see a man with dark, curly, kind of semi-longish hair, a little swoopy, walking through in a set of armor. And he just comes and goes, "Hey, everyone!" Silent. And then they all go back to talking to each other.
That is wrong.
Kind of nods. goes to a bigger table in the back, and following soon after is the pole mark, where everything gets silent again, and a few ass kissers you hear go, "Hey!" Ignores them, and he walks back to that table to sit beside that boy, or teen, young adult.
My God.
Wow, that was.
I just witnessed a murder.
So, yeah, I now understand what you mean by social murder when you're talking about destroying me. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much that exactly.
That was bad.
I'm also gonna send y'all the picture of Hannes again.
Was dark and curly haired Gerard?
That's Gerard.
Character, yes, and character, you can assume, but you're not 100%.
Okay. How old is Gerard? I need to know this for reasons.
He looks like 23, 22.
Perfect.
He's a baby. He goes over, he kind of just slouches as much as you can in armor into the table, and the polemark comes up and then gives him a big old pat on the back, trying to like get him to sit up and like better. He sits up, kind of swoops his hair away and goes, "Okay." And you see the polemark gets a very large pint. He doesn't even have to order, and you see that the person sitting next to him, Gerard, gets a slightly thinner glass.
Gotcha, bitch!
Yeah. It's a little curlier.
Happy Pride!
You described the curly black hair, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is probably who Bastian's gonna go for. Not realizing it was Gerard. And then you said polemark, and I was like, oh, wait.
Oh, for real?
And yeah, oh no.
Dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I froze up for a second.
You froze
but,
up for
Me
a
too.
second. He's fine.
I love a man who's pathetic.
Happy
And
Pride.
Power bottom.
this is almost too easy.
Do I see that look in Bastian's eyes of this is gonna be good?
I think. Well, yeah, he definitely like has a little sparkle, but he has a sparkle when he's looking at almost anyone. Definitely the intrigue, and then seeing an important guy walk in. I feel like it's pretty easy to assume that that's the polemark, right?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, he is. So his armor is much more full, a lot more gregarious, just so much going on. Very broad. He has a lot of medals that he wears on like a sash now that he's off duty.
Ugh. I was thinking I would cast a little detect thoughts again.
Okay.
Just be careful. Don't get caught casting.
Fair enough. Detect thoughts is verbal somatic material, so
No, that's fine. It's so loud in here. I don't think anyone would notice.
yeah. Man, I've been spending money from both ends. He'll palm another copper piece from his pocket and kind of like run it through his fingers in the way that I can't do, but he can, and it's very sexy and cool. And as it gets to the last finger where it would probably flip out, it just kind of like it doesn't come out, and when he opens his hand again, it's gone. And I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Detect doubts. Yeah. Generally around the bar,
Yeah.
a lot of thoughts are just like
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
thank you.
Sort of like disjointed, and
Yeah.
sluggish.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, I think Ragna.
Or do you mean like distaste? I'm so sorry, Christian.
Oh,
What were you saying?
Ragna's just trying to read lips because he can't, because there's so much noise. Even with a high perception like his, he's more relying on the shape of words on lips than on the words themselves.
Okay.
It's both. Yeah, you just have this. A lot of people you can't really like understand because they're sloshed.
Got it.
And their thoughts aren't completely there, but there are people who are just disgusting. Like to the bar staff, to people looking at you. Gross.
How dare!
Moi?
Oh my god, they have sexual thoughts about you.
Oh, you meant that they were having like nasty thoughts about me. That's fine.
Yes.
I thought that you were saying that they were looking at me and being like, disgusting. And I was about to riot.
No. Sexual.
Okay.
It's carnal.
Okay. I'll just skip over those ones.
Yeah, it's like, nope.
Yeah.
You're heading over closer to the other side. Where everyone is. Lots of negative thoughts about the pole mark still, especially more when you walked through. And you get over to those two, where the pole mark is only thinking about what he's going to order to eat. And then Gerard is sad.
I can't listen to that for too long or I'll feel bad about what I'm about to do. Does Ragna get anything specific from like lip reading?
Whispers of people talking shit about the pole mark. Like, why does he have to even come here? I don't want to drink with him. I bet he's gonna just close down the entire bar if we get too rowdy. It's no fun. Do you want to go to the pit? Like that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
Doesn't have the best reputation.
Yeah, it would seem so. I'm having a hard time deciding if it's because he's a bad leader or he's just a stiff.
My money goes on the latter, not the former.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to be talkative and ready to celebrate.
Right. But I mean, Kazimir's a stiff and I still respect him.
But he's a fun stiff. He's got the... I'm not sure about this guy.
Fair. Okay. I'm assuming...
How do you want to do this?
Well, I don't think that the pole mark is... I mean, I could try for the pole mark, but I don't think that that's the easiest mark, I suppose. I'm thinking that the one who walked in before he did. I mean, this is mostly guessing, but I think he's probably the brother that we heard about.
You have to separate them.
I don't know how hard that will be, unless his dad wants him by his side at all times, which he's even sadder than I thought he was.
Well, if you're trying to distract him, I could try to bring up conversation with the Palmer.
Oh?
I'm terrified of the idea, trust me. I don't make that idea lightly. But I think I could strike some kind of conversation.
Maybe you could talk about his armor. It seems very gaudy. Is that even...
It's well made. I can bring up conversation that's distracting.
Maybe he likes that kind of thing.
Maybe I'll talk about his metals.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him about those. That might work for him.
Okay. You go for the pole mark, and I will try for the sad, dark-haired, handsome one.
Oh, what?
Huh? What? I'm going over here. This one's from a distance. Bastian's method is to find a corner that is in Gerard's eye line and just like look as sexy as possible. Just kind of like stick his leg out through the slit and kind of like maybe like he kind of like like turns his foot on the toe so that his calf muscles kind of flex a little bit and
love it.
Well, high or low?
Oh God.
Hey, it's everyone's favorite game.
My favorite game, at least.
Everybody's favorite game.
There are two wolves inside of me.
One is high, one is low.
When both of them are gay, yes.
Hi.
He has his drink. He looks up at you, looks you up and down.
I give him a smile and a wave.
Kind of looks like he holds his drink and then he kind of looks down. They're like bashful. He's bashful.
You're killing Sloan right now.
I mean, he keeps looking at you.
Poor man.
He keeps looking at you, but he's definitely bashful.
Oh, but I don't think that I kind of like. I maintain eye contact with him, and when he doesn't immediately like get up to walk, I kind of like go as if I'm taking a step towards the table, and then kind of like cut a glance towards his dad. Like, is your father gonna let me sit here?
You see, he takes a second to go, and like looks over and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna be right back," and then he just stands up. And gonna just downs the drink real fast, some liquid courage, slams it down, not very hard, but it makes a sound.
Oh my god, he's pathetic.
It's glass. He doesn't want to break it.
It's glass. Okay. I thought you were just like really driving home the like just how limp jointed this creature is.
It's just
Creature!
This poor creature.
This poor troglodyte.
No, not that. Not so far as that, but this poor man.
Poor man.
He puts it down and he kind of brushes himself, kind of rearranges his armor a little bit, swoops through his hair. It all falls right back where it was, makes no difference. And he walks over to you. He goes, "Can I buy you a drink?"
Well, I still have this one that I'm working on, but you seem to be moving through yours pretty fast, so do you want to go to the bar?
Sure. I mean, you know, I like to drink, so I'd say, yeah, let's just keep going. And you see him like kind of, he's not 100% sure what he's doing.
Bastian will like giggle very give him a little giggle.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Have pride, everybody. Have pride.
And we'll walk with him over to the bar. My name is Chastity, by the way.
And he just kind of like smiles. He's like, "Gerard Protheus." And he puts his hand out to you to for you to put your hand in.
Yeah. Very gently will take the hand.
He'll take it and look at you, and he'll put a very gentle kiss onto your knuckles, and then just look over to the halfling woman who is now standing on one of those little step ladders to be able to be up there. He's like, "Can I get another one of mine?" And she looks at you, looks at him, and goes, "Yes, sir, the strongest ale we've got." Sorry, different accent, my bad. But anyway, and she gives him a wink. Definitely does not pour the strongest ale they've got.
Oh my god.
Damn.
And slides it to him. And then he looks really embarrassed. He's just like, "Oh, fuck." She picks sorry about her.
No. You don't need to be drinking the strongest ale in the house to impress me.
Good, it doesn't taste very good.
Unsurprising. Usually the strongest ale in the house is a little too bitter for my taste, so. But I tend to prefer wine anyway.
I do enjoy a good mead, but wine,
do you?
A little bitter. Yeah.
Fair enough. Mead is a good meat in the middle, I think. Anything made out of honey. Who wouldn't like that?
I like things that are sweet. That's why I walked over to you.
That was a very good line. Very
Thanks.
smooth.
I was practicing on the whole walk over there.
Well, you did a fantastic job, so well done you. And Bastian will kind of like flick the hair and like lean on his elbow and kind of like get a little closer and is going to engage in flirtation. I would like a few moments to collect my thoughts, so if you could flash back to the other two, I would love that right now. Or Ragna and Protheus. I just need a moment.
Word, have fun. Ragna, you want to go talk to the polemark?
Oh yeah, sure.
Nice.
I think the entire way through, Ragna's like, "You can do this. You got this." It's a conversation. Just use those senses of yours. You got this. And he doesn't even say anything. He just takes the seat where his son was sitting.
Seat is taken.
Seems like the one who took it is busy.
Looks over. Guess fucking so. And he just takes a big lug and then like slams it down.
I think Ragna imitates his behavior, as you do with anybody, any mark you're talking to. Well, this is Christian saying that, but Ragna is just a copycat. So,
no copycat. Can I help you?
Seems like you're pretty big around here. Wearing those metals makes it even more so apparent.
Yeah. I'd like to thank my blacksmith, but a lot of this is me. So
I was going to say that's very good armor you got there.
thanks.
You said you have a personal blacksmith.
Like any good leader of a city should.
Oh, so you're the leader I'm hearing about.
Moderately. I mean,
No,
at least
no,
the general law force.
Moderately, that's come on. A man like you? Moderate is, well, moderate.
See, listen, I see what's happening over there. I'm not.
No.
I see your pants.
No.
I'm not interested.
No, I'm
Not the leather pants.
not the leather pants. Trust me, this was not my idea. None of
You
this
get-
was.
You lose a bet?
No, just helping a friend.
By wearing those?
They're a very good friend.
I assume so.
So, you're the one who took down Kazimir.
Not took down. Better.
That must have been quite the fight.
Hardly anything.
Really? I find that hard to believe.
Well, you can believe what you want of the stories, but you should also... He leans a little closer. Maybe you shouldn't take the villain's side.
I do love me some stories. I will say that it's all about the perspective, no? It's the winners who tell the real story. He puts like quotations up.
Well, the winners here do good. So,
I'm curious. Why? How did he get caught in the first place? I mean,
we got a tip that someone turned him in.
It's crazy that he would come to this city with the bounty on his head. Must be looking for something.
Well, seems like he's mostly muscle, not brain, so... And he takes another chug.
I mean, sure. But even some muscle have some brain. He couldn't have seen all the calculations out there and made the smart move to come here.
Smart move. If anything, I think he was working everything else out a little too much, not working that out enough.
Maybe. tell me, how does one defeat a brute like that? I mean, he's mindless, right? What did you do? I'm curious. I'm a lover of stories. I'm sure you would love to tell it to me.
Well, I'll never turn down a victory story. Buy me another drink and we'll see what happens.
Ah,
He just kind of gives him like a go off smirk.
ah, story a drink. I can do that. And Ragna will. I don't think I should do this yet. He'll think about it and then go. Let's see. The better the ale, the better the story.
Strongest ale for the strongest person here.
That's the kind of confidence that should lead the country now.
That's the plan.
Then he'll get up and get them two of the strongest ales.
I love how this is the first time Ragna's drinking. He's like, okay, the hardest one, let's go.
First one, let's go. That's that mountain. Let's make that molehill mountain. Let's do it.
You've had 2 drinks at this, 3. You've had 3 drinks. You've had 2 glasses of wine, and this so far. Will you go ahead and make me a Constitution save?
Sure. Ooh, that's good. That's like a 26.
You're feeling it. However, you are very good at like controlling yourself, so you don't let it show very much at all. So good job.
Go get the 2 strongest, pointing over to Hallmark as I'm ordering them.
Absolutely, yeah. She'll give you exactly what you need. And when you come back, he immediately goes for the drink. Takes a swig. Oh, what did you want to know about it? The whole thing?
I mean, don't leave a detail out.
He will go on to tell the most stroking, biggest ego fucking version of that story. When he mentions his enlargement, he calls it a gift of the gods.
I bet he does.
Yeah, he does.
And Ragna will, of course, ask which god.
All of them.
At the same time, that is quite the majestic feat.
That's the power siphon. If you're in all of the Olympians' good graces, where could you go wrong?
I mean, I don't mean to look down on the gods, but I am a Leonin, so you can understand my not scoffing, but close to it at that.
Listen, I don't care who you are, but if you have disrespect for the gods, this really isn't the place you should be.
The world is my oyster, not the gods. But I'm curious. I heard that speaking of gods, I heard the rumor that there was this woman with Kazimir. She said something about being the daughter of Nyx. That's insane.
You hear him like snort and he hogs a loogie that way. Goes.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
Not a fan.
Why would I take kindly to liars and false prophets?
I mean, it's my understanding that gods make demigods all the time. They can't keep it in their pants.
I've been waiting for that.
Good. It's been a long time since I've seen a handwritten sign on one of these shows.
Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, I'm so sorry. What did you say?
He said, I mean, I don't know. The stories of demigods, gods not being able to keep it in their pants are pretty common.
Exactly. Common enough to have fakers, wannabes,
It's very true.
She pulls out a little ring, twists it. Makes me want to believe. Show me true power. Maybe.
And what's considered true power to you?
Not a little shadow cloud.
I mean, so you expect gods or the champions of gods or the daughters and sons and children of gods to make grand shows of their power to prove it.
If they want to come into the place of where the gods are the most highly respected, prove it. I've not been told of anyone. If I hear of someone, if I'm foretold and they show up, fine. But if someone wants me to believe without any promise from the gods, they better not just twist their ring and give a little light show.
I mean, summoning the night sky seems like quite the feat.
Illusion. Easy.
I mean, even gods have magic, and they have the same schools.
For someone who doesn't like the gods very much, you seem to know a whole lot about them.
Comes with the territory of traveling. I'm not ignorant, just because I don't like them.
I can't tell you what to think, but I can tell you one thing. And he chugs that drink, slams it down, and stands up. Those who don't respect the gods, you're not worthy to be here. Might be better if you just pack up tomorrow. Save you some time, save you some pain. He stands up,
And
brushes himself off.
Ragna goes, I like when men threaten me. Shows me how weak they actually are.
Ragna.
I didn't threaten you. I was just giving you a promise. And he turns his back.
Don't break that promise now.
Can't take you bitches anywhere.
Nope.
I
You
can't
say
take
you caused the
bitches
deadliest bar
anywhere.
fight in the whole campaign.
Fucking balls of steel on that fucking Leonin. Holy shit.
I can't do it. I get to have a conversation in that time.
People don't talk shit about my friends. Don't do it.
You see him talk to a few people, kind of like pull him aside, talk to them, give him kind of like a wrap around on the shoulder, pat on the back like he's saying goodbye. His back's turned to you. And he keeps walking.
I want to perish.
You want to perish?
All right, now what about the one?
I just got him out of here.
What about the one that you was flirting with?
Put it away.
Yeah.
Free reign. That's not here anymore.
So, Gerard, I'm assuming by the fact that you're in this bar and also that you ran in wearing armor that you're in the guard.
Yes, I'm an officer.
Oh, an officer. How long did it take you to get that?
I mean, it was a lot of hard work. I've been going to wars and battles with my dad as long as I can remember. So once I was able to actually show myself, it was very recent.
Your dad took you into battles?
Well, I mean, when I was 14, I was old enough to fight.
Wow. And you survived, which admittedly is even more impressive.
Yeah. I thank Apollo for that every day.
A follower of Apollo.
My mother always was.
Do you like music?
Oh, of course.
Do you play?
Not very well. I mean, I can try, but
What instruments?
you see him like put a finger up, and he goes into his bag and he pulls out this little like pan flute.
Oh my god.
He goes, it's just something I like to practice, and it's easy to hide. So
Would you play something? Can I hear it?
he kind of looks around. I don't know if I really should do it here.
We are in a very crowded bar. I understand.
Yeah, and he kind of like slides it away. But I mean, my sister way better at that stuff than I am.
Is she? What does she play?
Oh, she's a good singer. And she played the drums at some point. I don't know how far that's gotten with her. And she did play the lyre for a little while. She just kind of grabbed onto it, but she never really kept with it.
Oh, older or younger?
Younger.
Wait, I didn't ask that in a very clear way. Are you older or is she?
Oh, I'm a couple years older than she is, or a year or two.
Got it. Okay, you're older. Okay. I don't have any siblings, so I don't have the benefit of having, I suppose, somebody else practicing lyre in the next room.
That's fair.
Which, admittedly, I could see getting annoying. Possibly. Maybe she is an incredible talent, and you are also an incredible talent, and that doesn't happen, but I don't know. I've been past a music practice room or two, and folks work hard to gain that skill.
They do. She preferred fighting, though. I always told her she was, yeah.
Both of you, musicians and fighters.
She was more like a musician, and then I enjoyed fighting. Oh God, how I was what 10 when I first lost her. She was about 6, and she went off. God, maybe I'm a lot older than I thought. This meat is a lot stronger than I thought.
No.
And he's flushed and really embarrassed. Yeah, she stowed away all the time with my dad. She'd always hide in these little barrels.
Oh my God, did she go into fights too?
Yeah, she got in so much trouble.
Holy shit. What's her name?
Janelle.
That's a pretty name.
She's lovely. Gorgeous, absolutely wonderful person. I actually get to go home and visit her next week.
You seem to love her a lot.
I mean, she's my little sister. What am I supposed to?
Where's home for you?
Aloe, way up north.
I see. That's a far way, if I'm remembering correctly.
Depends on the travel, but most of the time it takes me a month and a half.
Oh,
sometimes a little longer if it snows in.
Why so far away?
Well, that's where my mom lived, and then my father, before I was born. So of course it's just what I heard. But he was traveling. He was a traveling warrior, and they fell in love, and she owned this lovely little bakery up there. So he made that home, but still traveled for war. So we stayed up there. Yeah.
How does a traveling warrior end up settling down so far south of home?
I mean, if you could see my sister, my mom looked exactly like her.
Wow.
Breathtaking. Absolutely beautiful.
But what made him come all the way back down here?
Oh, my mom died a while ago. And I just don't think he has the heart to go back.
Did you leave your sister there when you two came here?
I heard she traveled around for a bit, and she lived in Marinid for a while.
Oh.
Don't really know what she did there, other than the pits. And then she stopped being in contact. I hadn't heard from her in a while. And then my father told me that she went home and gave me a letter that she wrote. So I know she's safe.
Well, good. I'm glad that you have a letter.
Me too. Well, but this is so much about me. I want to know more about you.
Oh no, it's lovely to hear about everything you're talking about. It's nice to watch people talk about things that they love.
Well, what do you love?
Well, currently I'm really loving this sort of superhero curl you have going on, and kind of like reaches forward and like twirls a curl that's kind of like falling over his forehead.
Little Superman curl.
Yeah.
As you're closer to him, from far away, he looks young, very young. But when you're a bit closer to him, you see that he just naturally has a very young face. But you can tell by the lines in his face, he's most likely in his 30s.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit. God. Sorry, that spun me.
He's a young baby man.
Young baby man.
He's a young baby man. He's so handsome. And
Handsome little baby man.
I just want to give him so much advice, but I can't.
Loves his family.
Because I
loves
have to manipulate him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
You gotta juice this man of information.
Love the curl. Did you know the person that you were sitting next to? Who was that?
Oh, that's my dad.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. He had the most incredible armor.
He's a polemark.
I'm not from here. Is that important?
Basically, in the way that our government runs, the heads of each of the priests of the 12 Olympians, so each of their head priests or priestesses, they collect a council where they get information from the gods to best help our city. And the one person who listens to all the gods and promotes a safe and law. How's the way I'm saying? Yeah, he's basically the one who keeps people in check. But he's up there with them, just not from a god.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be cool.
Yeah, he earned it.
Yeah. I can imagine with, I mean, the way that he walks in, he really commands a room, doesn't he?
Not a lot of people like him for it, but it's I mean, when do you like leadership, right?
Oh, understandable. I've seen some folks who are able to pull it off, but you're right. In general, who likes leadership?
I mean, except the gods, of course.
Of course, except for the gods.
Yes, but that's different. He kind of looks around, just like making sure, like everyone heard him saying that.
Divine leadership is different, yes. I can't imagine why anybody wouldn't like your father, though. He's so charismatic.
He's a little brash, and I mean, he rules with a platinum fist. So,
brash?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
He just says what he feels in not the greatest way, and things have to be a certain way. But again, leadership, and you can tell you've been studying his face. His smile's faltering a bit.
Would you ever want to be Polemark?
Well, it's embarrassing and I don't want to talk about it, but did you see what happened when I entered the room? That's probably not going to work.
I
but
see what happened.
Yeah. See, I'm trying to take that different approach of your men are your family, and you should treat them as such. Where my father treats them like fodder, and he gains respect, false respect or not. People listen to him. So maybe my approach is just a little too soft, but
I wonder if there's a middle way. Halfway between those.
I'm sure, but he's been doing a great job. Great things are coming, he says. He has great plans. Everything's working out, so I just have to follow him and trust him. So no thoughts for me being that right now.
Plans? Does he ever talk to you about those?
No, but he said that the gods are pleased. So can't see what that means.
We're all blessed that the gods are pleased.
Now, tell me, what god do you worship? I have a guess, but
Oh, do you?
I do, but I don't want to be wrong.
I would be thrilled to know your guess.
See, I feel like if I'm wrong, you're going to be,
That's all right.
He just puts like a hand on his chin and just kind of stares at you with like this really crooked, kind of like immature smile. I'd say you are Aphrodite.
I do have a lot of respect for Aphrodite's work.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, she made you, so.
But it's more of a recent respect.
Huh? Did something happen?
I guess I just, I don't know. She wasn't really in my life before a certain point, and then she was. But I feel like you're close. I don't know if that makes sense.
And he kind of puts his hand on like yours, kind of like a pat way, but then holds it and goes, listen, whether Aphrodite's been in your life your whole life or recently, I'm more than happy to show you what she's like.
Wow! Bars!
Bars. Fire.
Bars.
His face kind of falters. He goes, "What's that?"
That was very good.
Okay.
Does the pole mark walk out at this point?
I feel like he's kind of slipped out without him noticing. Honestly,
Okay.
Gerard has not like taken his eyes off of you.
Yes. I'm more wondering if I'm noticing because
you've
I
noticed.
think Bastian would have been like, oh fuck.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. He's at this point walking out. He grabs a couple of people, whispers something, and then he walks out.
I did come in here with a friend of mine. I want to go check on him.
Oh, yeah, of course. And he takes his hand away. I'm sorry to take up your time.
Don't be sorry. You can come with if you like.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. And he kind of turns around and looks around. Well, I guess I have more time than I thought.
And I'm going to kind of come back to the table and see if Ragna's still there.
Yeah, Ragna's still there. Looking at the people that were whispered to, obviously being able to read their lips and see if they are looking at him without. He's just like he's like sitting there drinking, acting like he's not paying attention, but he's fully all alert, which Bastian would know immediately. The sign of.
Yeah, I can see those ears.
Yeah, it's doing their thing.
Yeah, radar. And Bastian will clock that and then is gonna go up and say, Astro, this is my new friend Gerard.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
Gerard Protheos, an officer of the guard.
Protheos. Just had a wonderful conversation with your father.
Well, I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. it's good to see a different opinion about the ways of thought. You know, get to understand perspective.
You probably got the harshest one, so again, I apologize. But I hope you're having a good time. I hope that Siphon's treating you well.
Well, these leather pants aren't bothering me as much as they were a couple hours ago, so I'm fine.
He kind of looks under the table. They look good.
Thank you. I think so.
They're stretching. You have to let them mold to your body.
Trust me, they're molding. I don't think I'll be able to take these things off. Rip them out, so it's fine.
How are you doing? Are you feeling good, Astro? Are you?
I'm feeling good. I'm just on just admiring the camaraderie, as it were. And then he looks over to the group of people that was whispered to.
They have not said anything, but they are staring at you directly.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yep. I'm trying to think about what the next step would be here. I'm thinking.
If you want, we can put a pause on it and go over to.
Yes, leave us with time.
Yeah, I'm being threatened. My life is being threatened because I made him threaten it. It's fine.
Also, let me know how you guys are feeling, because if you are getting tired, we can end after this little thing with Melaena. But if you guys want to keep going, because we haven't played in a while, that is also okay.
I'm always sleepy, so I'm good to end after Melena's thing.
Cool, sounds good. So we'll go back to you two. So you head back over to kind of where Bastian had mentioned the line of people has started. It's not too far off from the hotel.
Yeah.
But you begin to hear in the distance the chanting and begin to see the lights.
Will you be alright?
Yeah. Have we, at this point, like, snagged someone from the back yet for their cloak, or no?
This is like them coming through. You can do that.
Oh, yeah.
I just need you to make me a sleight of hand.
All right.
Yes, you can give yourself guidance.
No. Oh. Where's my D4? Uh. 20.
20. Easily. The last person, there's just a whoop as they're pulled in. They're very easy. You just see someone who is not made for combat pulled aside.
Alright.
So they're easy to knock out, to just keep silent, whatever you need to do.
I take his cloak, shove him onto, like, kind of hide him behind a dumpster near, like, where Kazimir is standing, I'm assuming. Just in case he wakes up, Kazimir can knock him back out, bonk him. Puts on the cloak, sounds like to Kazimir. Wish me luck.
Awesome.
Takes a peep at the paper, gives that to Kazimir because she doesn't want it seen on her just in case.
Perfect. So the 3 passwords that are there.
Mm-hmm.
Florian Genesis.
Florian Genesis. I feel like
write that down.
Yeah, no, write that down. Okay.
Andre.
Florian Genesis.
Mystic might work for this situation.
Yeah, Mystic. Also something scary. A scary thing.
Andre?
I'm so sorry, I zoned out. What's up?
Do you want to change the music to something a little bit more?
Yeah, so
spooky,
sorry.
wooky?
Whoops. Hold on. Spooky. How about spheric?
Spheric is less spooky. Try Mystic.
Okay. Mystic.
I don't.
Yeah, Spheric is literally just like atmospheric.
Let's do spheric.
Okay.
I liked it. The lack thereof of
Got
music.
Just the void.
The void.
Void.
So Florian Genesis, Monte Calisios,
Calisios.
and
Yep.
and Selectios Nephilim.
What was that last one?
Selectios Nephilim.
Seletios. Nephilim.
Haha.
And those are
Alright.
3 separate passwords. You can only use one.
Okay.
And everyone is brought up, and you see the line flowing.
I am keeping the most avid ear I can to hear anyone say, like, even like what even sounds close to the 3 passwords that I got.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Guidance.
Is our little invisible dragon around? Can she help you?
You've not seen Enigma there.
Damn it.
Dang it.
Damn it.
Oh,
hope they're okay.
perception.
Perception or I
Okay,
guess
good.
it's
Yeah.
investigation.
24.
Wonderful. You can hear a couple people ahead of you. You're the very last in line, but you see people going one by one into this area. You all walked towards the middle of town. You come up to the middle building. It looks like a palace, but you're pulled around to an area where the building takes a steep kind of cutoff to where there's an underground door. And everyone, one by one, is going down. And ahead of you, you hear one person use the Florian Genesis. You hear most people use the Monte Cleosis, and you hear one people use the Selectus Nofilem.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna roll to see which one I'm gonna use.
And they all get in?
They all get in.
They all get in? I
all-
have a feeling it's specific. Okay. Melena's gonna use the Seletios Nephilim.
You got it. So you walk in, or you walk up, and the person, you cannot see their face or any markings. You hear, password.
Seletios Nephilim.
Enter, child. And the door swings open. You walk down this hallway. It seems to be connected to the palace, as you see that the entirety of this building, the hallways have carpet and rugs that are this beautiful bright red. You see there are like sconces and little indents on the wall where you would place things, but you don't see any items placed up there. The first area that you are walking into, the first room you come to, you see a large chapel where you see that there are gods that aren't the Olympians that are being worshipped here. You see the others of the pantheon, such as Hades, such as Persephone, such as Hestia. But the person behind you, as you look, goes, "Continue towards the door," and points to a door to the side where you see a few people walking into.
I continue towards the door.
Here, you walk and it becomes more cryptic. It's darker. The flame is not as high. And you begin to hear this guttural chanting, crying, tongues of worship, just this carnal worship that is at one point overwhelming, but at another point almost endearing with how much these people seem to be enthralled by this.
And you walk into this room, and you see a handful of people who immediately fall to their knees. And you see a femur, about 12 feet in length. People are worshiping.
Like this huge ass bone?
A big ass femur.
Oh.
You hear the voice behind you again, kind of catches you off guard. Continue, Selectus Nephilim.
I continue.
And they
Oh my
point you-
god.
They point you towards the last door. You have been walking through this about 10 minutes. A very large area. By the time that you get to the last room, it's been about 20. But you walk into almost this viewing room where people are seated, completely covered in garb. These people, you cannot even look into their robes to see who they are. They seem to be wearing masks upon makeup, upon masks, upon scarves, upon cloaks. And there's this kind of blue light coming from this almost shield window. And you begin to hear screaming. And you look. Floating in the middle of the room, you see a woman with her arms out and legs sprawn out as well, laying back on her back like there's some sort of bed there, but she's just in the middle of the air. And you just hear this guttural screaming, pain, agony, as you see her red hair dripping in sweat and a claw hand shaking as you see this gem pulling from her. We're gonna go ahead and end there.
What the fuck?
You know what? The second you said woman, I was like, it's gonna be Janelle.
Happy Pride, I guess.
Happy Pride!
I'm not happy.
What the fuck?
What fucking gem? A gem being pulled like out of her body?
There's a gem sitting there with this essence being pulled from Janelle into it.
My god, you.
The
Go.
promises were
End.
made.
End show.
Okay. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay.
I'm listening.
So.
Yeah? Did you say the word again?
Okay. So Enigma, right? A dragon. Janelle, draconic sorcerer. Earlier I was saying Zeus dragon ? Now I'm saying Titans dragons ? And what if Janelle's mom had Titan blood? Cause what the password that you said
Yeah, it was
like
Nephilim.
selective Nephilim or whatever the fuck was kind of sounds like select Nephilim, which I don't know if that's actually true. But you probably weren't going the way of all the people. What if the password that you give tells them
Is
which way
where-
you're going? And what if like
You picked the right one.
I just
Connected them.
happened on the right fucking
Oh
password.
no, I'll tell you right now, that's exactly what happens. If you gave the Monte Calix's password, you only would have gotten into the first one. If you gave the second password, you would have only gotten to the
Thanks to my D6.
Woo, D6. Hey, Audrey, how you feeling, bud?
See you. End show.
Oh. Thank you for watching, everyone. You can catch us on Sundays at 8 p.m. EST. If you would like some more shows, we have Strange Hackers on Saturdays at 12 p.m. EST. And we also have a new long shot coming up, Power Rangers, on Thursdays at 8 p.m. EST. So, thanks for watching. We're
Thanks
gonna
for
go cry
watching.
now.
thank you to Soundtail for our
Thanks,
beautiful
Thank you,
music.
Zendale.
I'm in trouble. I don't want to end the show. What are you guys
No.
doing tonight?
No, it's too late.
Go follow us on social media because it makes makes us meet new cool people.
It sure
Very
does.
much.
I can't wait. I can't wait to meet new people.
Thanks everybody.
Love you. Bye.
Or missing posters of Serenity coming soon.
Oh no!